recording. All right. Welcome everyone. We've got 4 in today, maybe. Noida we should see a little bit later. I think it was a little bit later last time, but so Felwyn, Elric and Gungo. Hopefully maybe not too much combat for 3, but I don't know, last week was there any 2 hit rolls? I don't think there was, from what I recall. Plenty of dice rolls.
No,
but
just a lot of confusion.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to. I've got the. Let's see, party journal. Because last week was fairly topical. Lots went on. Okay.
The party journal. It looks just like a lot of scribble.
Yeah. A lot of crazy notes.
Oh no.
Okay, I'm just booming that out a little bit here. So, I remember Morwen, I think, when she was completely freaking out, said, right, you write your name in here, and then you all wrote your names into I think 3 different pieces of paper spread around the group. And they're looking today, getting up in the morning. You can see the names in there: Gungo, Isabella, Morwen, Felwyn, Benius, Brian, Chrono, Elric, Noida, and Pip. There's and that's the list on all 3 sheets have that list of names on them. Let's see. All that jumps out at you from that is that the second name on there, Isabella, is not a name that you recognise.
Yeah, it's like who the hell is Isabella?
Yeah, and Brian is the goblin. Chrono.
Yeah,
Who's Chrono?
Yeah, Chrono's the dragon, just a shorthand version.
Right.
They've got very long names.
Isabella.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll keep going and we'll come back to that. But just a bit of a synopsis from last time. So that's what the names look like. Elric, I think you were charmed or sleepwalked into the ocean and released the eye of the deep back into the sea, the potion. And
I did.
This seemed to have something to do with the shield of Luzdrigal. Elric, you had it on but none of you can remember. I think you were tossing up, or listening to the recording, that you couldn't remember who was actually carrying it. Definitely wasn't you, Elric. You're pretty sure because your shield is your star map.
Yes.
But I think we identified it was probably Gungo. I think Gungo had said as the sort of party go-to if you just need stuff born for a little while. On your way from Burlington Hold, you stopped in at Duffer's Wall and caught up with Felwyn and Mormon's friends and sort of step relations. Arriving at At Dragon's Roost, Otto, your friend, is fine, but he has no memory of this Marissa character that is written in your journal. This morning, having gotten up in the morning, it looks really weird to you that it even says that you even went to a wedding with Marissa and Otto, because you don't remember Otto ever having a spouse or girlfriend or partner called Marissa, but your journal indicates that you'd gone to their wedding and that you were quizzing Otto about it, which also seems odd because it doesn't make sense that you would quiz Otto about a wedding that you don't recall anyway. Like, why would you ask that in the first place? But your notes say that he says he's a lifelong bachelor, but his house, you also have notes saying that there's evidence of him having a partner.
It's cushions.
Cushions.
Many cushions. I remember the cushions.
Cushions on that couch proved otherwise.
Yeah, so I think you were tossing up whether your journal had been tampered with. If it's not stuff that's been squeezed in there, like when there's gaps for the sense column or something like that, it all fits and flows, and it looks like the handwriting of whoever has been writing it. You met a weird girl on the street who was crying when you all asked about her twin brother, but you all recall meeting an only child in the street and she having been crying for some reason after hearing some commotion outside. It says in your notes that you met the twins only 20 minutes prior to that.
Yeah, Morwen and I met them, went inside, and then something went down. We went back out, and he's gone.
Felwyn, you don't recall seeing twins at all. You only met one person.
Oh, I don't. So we didn't see them before we went into Morwen's parents' house.
No. You saw one child, but your notes in the thing say that you quizzed a child in the street asking about their twin.
Oh. I'm confused. So the Felwyn's this is the first time Felwyn's really got confused about stuff.
Yeah, it does seem a little bit weird that your writing of you quizzing this, haranguing this child in the street saying, "Where's your sibling?" when you don't even have any recollection or evidence that there was a sibling in the first place. The Lord of Dragon's Roost appears to have executed a coup. He was probably a councillor at one stage, but denies this. And this goes back beyond your recollection. You know there has always been a Lord of Dragon's Roost, and you've met the Lord on several occasions. In fact, it was the Lord that gave you the reward and the agreement. But at one stage, way back in time, there was probably a council. That's also incongruent with your notes that says there was a council even only a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So is the sequence, the sequence appears to be here, something happens and we put it in our diary, and then at some point we are living as if it didn't happen in our memories, and when we speak to someone about it, like whoever we wrote about in the diary, they don't remember it either. Is that pretty much...
That seems to fit. That explanation fits with what you're reading, with what you're seeing.
And is that the same pretty much for everything that we're seeing? Like that same situation?
Yeah, that seems to fit, yeah. But whether it's your memories or something else, you don't know, but that fits, that you've got evidence that something did happen, but no recollection of it. And nobody else has recollection of that thing happening, but you're finding evidence that something did happen, like in your journal, for example.
So is it happening and then this is Gungo asking people, is this happening and then something happens and it didn't happen, or are these things happening and then the memory of it gets wiped from our brain?
That's certainly the question, Gungo. I think Noida believes the latter, but I am more partial to the first scenario.
You've got notes about visiting Morwen too. Morwen and Felwyn, who you know her as an orphan, and having grown up with you in Duffer's Wall, but you found her family home, pictures on the wall, even artwork from a child with Morwen as a signature. There was a brief vision of blood all over the floor, dried blood all over the floor. You met up with Cortan, and he let you know that missives from his superiors had been intercepted and tampered with. And they say that there is no war, no Dragon Queen, no cult, no conscription, and no rational explanation for why Dragon's Roost would have no militia, no adventurers, no people of any position of martial authority.
That point alone is very strange. That seems very beneficial to...
And concerning, yeah.
To them.
Yeah. Felwyn, you notice something that is a bit weird as well.
I wonder if what's going on too is just going on here, or it's going on everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it just Dragon's Roost, or is it just us, or is it just this location?
You notice a grammatical error, Felwyn, all throughout. There's a note here about your magic peanuts are running low and need replacement. But there's where you say you're using your peanut to do something, the grammar's out. It refers to something like, felt in your handwriting, I used peanut to do something rather than a peanut.
Chat GPT is going on.
As if, peanut is a singular entity, whereas you would know of peanut as your bag of lucky beans you chew on from time to time.
But peanut is an entity.
Oh, you don't know of any. You don't know of any peanut?
What? I don't know about peanut. I've forgotten peanut.
Your ship was moving straight on.
I don't even remember peanut. Oh no.
You do. You remember peanut. Peanut is not peanut, but peanuts. This is something that you often talk about with your friends, and it's something that, just like when you're doing an investigation, some people put a toothpick. Kojak puts a toothpick in his mouth, and some detectives have a lot. Yeah, that's right.
That's why I called my dragon peanut. But
and whenever you're doing an investigation, you might, chow down on a peanut to try and help out.
Anyone got any peanuts right now?
You do. You're running very low. There's a note in here that you're running quite low.
What about that?
It's written second person, so Fellman's magic peanuts are running low and need replenishment. So one of the others of you. You're repaired. Your ship is repaired, finished, ready to go. They did find a dead elf manacled behind a secret door. Died of malnutrition in a tiny hidden prison room in the prow of the ship. And the bilge was lined with some sort of white mucus and oddly contained no vermin at all. And this is the same ship name that was referred to in the cultist records of Burlington, used to smuggle the Messiah from Burlington Hold to a larger town where it can feed. I think they're referred to.
So the mucus and stuff that was in the ship.
Yep.
There's nothing in there now.
No,
so
it's empty.
Something was in there and has gotten out.
Yeah, so whatever was in there, you probably took it to Dragon's Roost. If it was in the hold.
Did we cause whatever's going on by something in our boat?
Most likely.
we've caused this issue.
It sounds exactly like something we'd do.
Yeah, we do. It does, Gungo.
Isabella.
Could a creature... Felwyn's going to try and think, could a creature cause all this issue? Like, if there was a creature or creatures or something in our boat that made all this mucus stuff and came with us, would I know about any creatures that could cause this type of...
you could try an arcana. If it's a magical creature, you could try a history, or what would you be...
Is there anything that could be causing what's going on? Let me try.
What do you want to...
23.
Arcana, okay. So you know of spells that might do this on a small scale. So modify memory, you could probably erase someone's memory of something if you had enough time alone and enough success and enough power to do so. But you wouldn't have think that from your knowledge of the use of those sorts of magics that it would be something that could affect a whole town and them all share the same modified memory, if that was the case. You also know of the theory of parallel dimensions, where every fork in time exists and creates a new parallel universe and that slightly differs. And if you can move between those worlds, then maybe you're it's possible to be in a slightly different place. How that fits with memories, if you are the people moving between these things, but it would explain others. You might go to a slightly different world that looks the same as yours, but where some certain event didn't happen or whatnot. there are powerful psychic creatures with these sorts of things. You know that the illithids, that you've been chasing around the place. You don't know about any particular ability that they might have, but they, that is.
There could be something.
Yeah, the illithids' greatest leaders of colonies are called elder brains, and they are enormous room-sized brains that have immense psychic power. And a common thing for illithids is domination. But that's more about forcing someone to do something against their will. And they tend to also, instead of dominate, rub white people's minds and turn them into thralls, which is more like a zombie vegetative state. When you actually fought some of those that were underneath the mines. That's where Cortan got his adamantium for his hammer trauma. They were being vivisected with Wolverine-type claws. You do know of a great sage of these sorts of happenings called Resmith, and that is the same person, the same sage mentioned as where these one of the targets for this pirate fleet.
Was it
Resmith?
Yeah, something like that. Ramazith. I think you've got a note.
Okay.
But there's someone you could visit to ask who might know more. That's all. Who's
Where
also
does he
got a target painted on his head by the Black Armada. They're actually currently aligning 3 fleets to attack 3 cities simultaneously. So it means they can't just sail quickly to Xanathia. They need to get 3 fleets along the coast ready simultaneously. Which is why you've got a little bit more time.
You guys remember that, I think about the 3rd session in, we met an old lady who gave us something to drop into the sea.
Oh, yes.
And we did that, and it was
Gungo's never been able to forget about that.
No.
Maybe we should go talk to her, too.
Mother Haggle?
Mother Haggle.
Mother Haggle. Maybe she would have any insight on what's going on.
I feel like that's when all of our problems began, when we dropped that into the sea.
I've got to cut this. A couple more notes. Gungo, you saw a face looking at you as you were washing you're looking in the bedroom mirror, and reflecting in the mirror outside of the window of the room was this enormous pale face. You turned to look around, and it wasn't there. It was vanished. It was about 3 feet tall, pale, slimy, wet, black holes for eyes, no eyes at all to speak of. Eye sockets.
Could there be a creature like in that lighthouse? Remember we went to that lighthouse and there was something underneath it causing issues?
What lighthouse? Kidding.
The ruined one where we had to, and we kept hearing stuff, and there was something under. What if there's something under this town?
You
Gungo saw, because they were seeing things like Gungo was seeing. Remember they were seeing those faces before they all died, and now Gungo's seeing faces.
Yep.
Oh, the hags, yes.
But there wasn't the hags doing it.
Mm-mm. No, it was that stuff I dumped into the sea.
I thought we did something though. Didn't we clear that out though? Like as in.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if it could be something similar.
Another one of whatever. I can't remember what it was. Was it a monster or something?
Yeah, it was. It was a creature that did this sort of howling babble, and you could hear the whispers as it got close, and that was enough to send you insane. Psychic damage. Anyone who listened.
So, well, that's not. Yeah, we haven't heard anything, have we?
You have.
No, we just saw the faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it could be something similar that's happening. Yeah.
You've heard something very faintly. I think this happened last week. Someone passed a perception, and they were just trying to listen, and they didn't really notice it until that wasn't there, and it feels as if there's this ever-present, very faint sound, and it does remind them a little bit of that howling.
Okay.
Far realm babble. It wasn't the same. It wasn't whispers.
Can we hear it now? Can we hear that sound now?
Okay. Can everyone roll a perception check?
Felon doesn't hear shit.
16.
Anybody else, Elric?
I got a 12.
Okay. I'll turn it up a little bit. It's always been on, Gungo. Just now that you listen, you can hear this.
Is there any way I can block my ears so I can't hear anything?
Yeah, you can.
Like I didn't hear it.
Oh, you
I
mean
hear wind.
Yeah, does it sound a bit like that? Sounds a bit like, a bit like wind, a bit like static. Like a TV detuned. Like poltergeist.
They're here.
Exactly.
So...
hang on, Felwyn. You want to silence your actual hearing in case it's in your mind.
Yeah, is there any way I can, like, just block my ears and have sight so, like, if there's something there, I can't hear it? If it's affecting my hearing or something?
Well, you could try. I guess you could stick your fingers in your ears, or...
Yeah, I think that's like all I've got.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything.
There's probably a bit of wax, you could use in your kit.
I'll grab a candle and I'll actually like grab some soft wax and just make a like. I have an artificer. I should be able to jimmy rig something up.
Okay.
And make some earplugs or something.
Okay. Phil, when you put your earplugs in, and
Blessed be silence.
let's jump into the cone of silence.
Oh,
Back in a second.
I'm going silent.
Phil,
I have earplugs.
Can you hear me?
I'm not supposed to be able to hear anything now.
You stick the earplugs in your ears. Can you give me a what would it be? Probably medicine would be the closest thing. Or you could use sort of dexterity or something to try and fashion it as well if you wanted to.
Dex medicine. Anything I can add to that? I just think if I go
Sleight of
by
hand?
myself or anything.
And if you wanted to use your tools, you could get proficiency to that. Try and you use your toolkit.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you want me to roll? Medicine or sleight of hand?
It's up to you. Either you do it with dexterity, like a watchmaker, or medicine.
Okay, I'm gonna do. I have a little bit better with dexterity.
Okay.
So it's a 13.
Okay. And is that with proficiency? Because you can apply proficiency. To
No,
this.
that would be a +2. So.
Okay.
A +3. Sorry, so it'd be 15.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you fashioned these things out of wax, and you put them in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly you remember Peanut. All through time and everything. All the different events that have happened. And you remember going downstairs and early in the morning looking for Peanut because Peanut wasn't around. And you couldn't find Peanut anywhere.
Oh, so after I put my earplugs in, I can start. I remember things I couldn't remember before.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
And can you roll a perception for me?
Damn. Okay. Earplugs is the answer.
And a deception.
Perception.
And a deception.
Oh, I'm not doing great. That's 8 and a deception.
Okay.
I don't. That's a 16.
Okay. So you feel like you're being watched. That's all.
Oh, okay. But I can remember stuff now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is weird. But.
You've
that's
also
something.
you've
I
also
can make
You also notice, you know, where you've hired the main hall for sleeping, and everyone's all sleeping in the same room. There's there's the 7 of you. Brian is not sleeping in here, so he didn't have a bed. Remember, you were charged for 8, and you bargained back down to 7. But there's 8 backpacks lined up along the wall.
Okay, and does everybody look different? Like, I imagine I feel like a little bit more awake and all that type of stuff. Like, but everybody looks normal when I'm looking at them? Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'm going to make everybody earplugs out of wax.
Okay.
And then we can try and work out what's going on.
Okay. All right. And you're going to take the earplugs out to tell them?
No, because I might forget what I've done.
Okay.
I'm going to leave them in because I might forget everything I've just learnt if I take them out.
Sure.
So
okay.
I'm gonna leave them in.
Okay.
And
right.
then I'm just gonna start making earplugs for 7 sets of earplugs for everybody.
All
and
right.
the candles on the table.
No worries.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I'll do is I'll switch us back, and you can describe what you do.
I think you do. Oh, here we go.
All right. Back. Get my camera back on business.
Bye.
Okay. So you guys
I'm making earplugs for everybody.
See Fel and look around.
I throw them up to you guys. Put these in quick. As soon as I put earplugs in, and I'm talking a little loud because I still have my earplugs in. I'm not taking them out. As soon as I put these in, I could remember what was going on. Quick, put these in. And I pass Ed and Gungo some earplugs made for them.
All right.
And I feel like something is watching us.
Gungo will shrug and put him in.
Okay.
Elric puts them in his long ears.
Okay. Can you...
Donkey style ears.
We either need another sleight of hand for you for these next 2. It's a bit harder for someone else's ears.
Okay. 16 for one.
Okay.
And then...
Elric, you've got a 16. Okay. So for the both of you, you put these earplugs in, things go silent, you can't hear the noises downstairs, but as you do so, something else sounds louder. And almost you can hear a static, and that static comes from a point, and you can almost hear voices in this, like voices on the wind. And you've heard of this happening. You've known of someone, or one of you has known of someone who got something super enhanced hearing, which is sort of what you're getting, even though this is blocking out regular sounds. But when you get, like the opposite of a silence spell, something that enhances your perception, someone's saying, I can hear voices, I can hear people in the street, I can hear, super perception. But this is different because you're hearing voices and they're coming from inside the room that you're in right now.
Even with these earplugs in?
Yes.
And people not talking, but we can hear voices?
You can no longer hear the general, babble from down in the tavern, tap house.
But there's like something on, like, out there. It's like normal, not normal voices.
Yeah.
It just...
Can we pinpoint where it's coming from, or is it coming from like within us?
You can roll a I think this is probably more a perception rather than an investigation because you're just trying to hone in, triangulate.
Terrible rolls tonight.
Yeah, I haven't been doing good.
Okay, try Gungo. Or give you one as well.
Gungo, what are your Minotaur ears here?
Well, I got a 15.
Okay.
Better than mine or Ed's.
You look over. Remember the window was foggy and misted up, so you couldn't see outside. It's now half open, and Gunko, you see across through the window across the street, and there's this in a window in a house opposite you. It looks like there's a face watching you from across the street, like a little spy behind the curtains.
Not the same disembodied head he saw before.
So the same disembodied head.
We haven't
I've been
noticed that
seeing
yet.
this kind of funny, weird-looking head that's just been popping up, and I can kind of see it across the street there right now.
Again?
Yeah.
If I look in the direction he's pointing, do I see it?
You guys see it? And like Gungo won't take his eyes off it, and he'll point at it.
Can I see what he's seeing, or is it? Sound like he's.
You can see something pale and round and large behind the curtains. It's a bit grainy. I don't know if you can see this on the screen.
Did you drop it in chat?
I'm just putting it on. I'm just sharing now.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So I can see why Elric, being older, is like squinting and not seeing.
Yeah.
Okay. Gungo, I'll take your word for it.
And
so can we all see it, or?
Yeah, you can see it. You can spot with this. Yeah. And it matches gaze with you, Gungo, and then just moves beside the curtain out of view.
And it looks like it's like howling or something, in pain or whatever.
It has its mouth open as if it's like shouting at you as loud as it possibly can. The jaw is distended a little.
Oh boy.
It looks like it looks like someone from a death metal band just
Okay. So it looks like it's angry sort of thing, or?
Yeah.
Is it whispering to us like that other thing did? Like, this is what
Okay, I'll get everyone to roll a history roll, seeing as there's only 3 of you.
Now I roll good. Jeez.
It was 18 and then it went to 2.
Okay. Elric.
Yes.
You have seen people with this sort of face before. It's people who are singing at their absolute crescendo of a opera. It appears to be singing hard at you.
Go to it. Let's go get. Come on. Right. Let's go.
Felwyn points. She's
singing at us.
When Felwyn was mucking around with her ears for you other two guys, you see her look a little bit shocked down at the packs lined up along the beds. Looking down, you can see that there's 8 packs. There's 7 of you.
Isabella.
Can you remind us of the reference to Isabella? How we got that name, Anthony?
It was in the journal.
It's written in your journal.
We all wrote our names.
We wrote our names in a journal, and she wrote.
So, Gungo's gonna. He's gonna say, "Look,
but we still don't remember Isabella too, right?
Okay, yeah, and I'm worried. Like, if there has been someone called Isabella in our lives, and we've forgotten about her, then I'm starting to get worried that we're gonna maybe forget about each other. So, here's what I'm gonna do, and he grabs a diary, and he's gonna go to the next set of blank pages, and each one he's gonna write our name on the top of each one, and under Gungo's one, he's gonna draw a picture of himself, just a shitty picture of himself.
Oh, yeah.
As best
a little stick figure with horns.
Yeah. And he says everyone should do this, and he's going to write everyone's name on the top of a page, and on top of one of the pages he's going to write Isabella.
Okay.
And then he's going to
write out your stats, your class, your like, this will be like the character sheet. We want to know about Isabella. What is she?
He'll draw a picture of himself and he'll have really big muscles.
Hey, Gungo, Isabella seems to share your last name.
Isabella? Where'd you get that from?
From the party treasure page.
Gungo, did you get married and we not notice?
Party treasure just popped up. It says she's carrying a necklace of prayer beads, a mace of disruption, and the shield of Lozdrigo.
She sounds like a cleric.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Well,
she's still...
I had 6 sisters, but I don't remember one being called Isabella.
This is getting
Maybe there
weirder and
was.
weirder. I
So
wonder
Can
if
we go
that
and investigate
creature
where that
across
thing
the
was?
way influenced me to scratch the hell out of my chest. Do I still have that
you do.
message written into myself?
It's healing, but yeah, you definitely do. So that was, where are we? I'll just scroll down to that. Repaired ship, Messiah, Gungo saw the face. Oh, you saw the face, and then sort of must have walked into battle. You fought, because you awoke downstairs with a big bite wound all across your shoulder, Elric, I think. You were sweating, panting. You were missing some spell slots. You don't recall having cast any spells. And but then went to sleep overnight and woke up with get outs scratched with your left hand into your own chest and blood under your fingernails. You identified more false records, a false partner of Otto, the ever bachelor that you know, some sort of talk of twins in the street, you only met one of them, and a council where you only ever met the lord of the town.
Right. Elric's going to take the journal from Gungo and write his name down and draw like a crude picture of himself as best as he can. And pass it over to Felwyn.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same thing. Let's see how good a picture I draw. Oh, it's really bad. Fallon's just a stick figure with curly hair.
It's good enough.
Is it performance to draw a picture? Is that what it is? Performance to draw a picture?
I don't know.
Works
Depends
for me.
Depends on what you're trying. If you're just trying to do an accurate rendition, I guess sleight of hand is the closest.
Okay, let me try.
If you're trying to do a work of art, then performance is a different sort of thing.
Oh, Gungo doing work of art.
Okay, I just did.
Elric didn't.
Okay, so yours is a cubist drawing of a minotaur. You're trying to show all angles simultaneously, and it's not about it. It doesn't look like you. It shows the inner you. It's like just red.
As long as there's something there.
It's a communist utopian rendition of the inner Gungo. You have to stand right back to look at it.
I drew a picture of my constellation for him.
Okay.
Dots together and then Elric's constellation.
Right, so there's 7 backpacks you recognise and one that you don't.
Can I look in the one that I don't and see if there's anything identifying in there?
Yeah, there's. You have a look through, and it looks like a woman's clothes. You know, as of your dresses and things like that. You know, there's priestly vestment, not like full outfit, but just like the normal, like a scarf type thing that would come around. I don't know the proper term, but it's quite ornate. And there's clothes for sleeping in, clothes for travel, like a cloak and so on. Bit of dry food. There's an old journal. It's not something that's been kept up to date. Looks like more of a keepsake. And there's also a... let's have a look. There's a curious trinket in the bottom of the backpack, in the side pocket of the backpack as well.
Curious? What is it?
It's curious because it... Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so
I don't have identify, but I can cast detect magic on it as a ritual.
the trinket radiates magic.
I do have identify that I can do as a ritual, so let me do that. Hold on, let me take a minute and cast identify on what this is.
Let's see. Okay. It looks like a rabbit's foot, but just like a carving of one. Like a lucky charm.
Oh,
You're gonna spend your 10 minutes doing identify?
Yeah.
Okay. And you cast your identify, and eventually you figure out that it's something to do with communication, and you say hello, hello, and you can hear hello, hello coming from Gungo's backpack.
It's a sending stone.
Talking with something in my backpack.
And
Yeah, you got a sending stone, Gundo, in your backpack. Go have a
Gungo,
look.
you fish around and find your lucky rabbit foot token. You've had it since level 1, forever. But it was a singular, unique item as far as you know. I think a trinket that you started the whole campaign with.
Okay.
But it seems that it's actually a part of a pair. And
Go get it out. Yes, sorry.
You've found it in the possession of a person apparently called Isabella, and sharing your surname.
Embestiendo.
Isabella Embestiendo.
He was speaking to it really loudly and probably get a whole bunch of feedback from.
Yeah. Yes, and
right
starts squealing in your ear. Yeah, no, separate them. Yeah, it looks like you and whoever is the owner of this backpack had a pair of sending stones between you.
Okay.
You look down, no sign of a ring on your finger, not even a groove where one might have been.
Mm.
Could be one of your sisters that you forgot about.
Maybe. There were lots of them. So, how did this backpack get here?
Well, it's Isabel's.
Where is she?
The bed looks made and not slept in overnight last night. All looking around, all of the rest of you, remember, went to bed normally. And
should we go look at where that face was? Just across over there?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Ellard pulls out the cracked spyglass and gives it to Phil. And can you fix this?
I might be able to with enough time.
Yeah, give
I
it
forgot about this. That way we don't have to go over. We can just look through the window.
Right, you could find out and we'll go and investigate. But we should try and fix the cracked spyglass. What would I need to try and fix it? I've got my tools. I've got jewel smithing tools.
You just cast mending?
Yeah, you could use your jewel smithing tools.
I could just cast mend.
Yep. Okay.
I'll cast mend with my jewel smithing tools.
Okay. All right. Okay, you repair it and you've got a fully functional telescope.
Elric wants to take another look at where that face was.
Okay.
Through the spyglass.
The window's open. And it's a dark room within.
We need to go over there.
I think we need to go check it out.
Now, you guys have been talking a lot and communicating a lot verbally, but I haven't been sort of playing it up, but making everyone write notes, But it's going to be very difficult for you to communicate with these earplugs in your ears. You've had plenty of time to write notes to each other or whatnot.
Yeah.
I said, can you fix the...
Exactly.
He just passes it and he's like,
gesturing
to each other.
Get one of the sending stones, put that in your ear, then put the thing back over, and we can talk to each other.
You stick it in your ear like a little.
But our memories have come back though as well, right?
Sort of. You remember some of the stuff that's further back. You still seems strange, but you remember Peanut just from yesterday.
Okay.
And there's other memories that also seem like, that tip of your tongue experience where there's some further block rather than just easy recollection. There's still this little journal, this little notebook, and it's got the symbol of Morrow on the cover, holy symbol.
Okay.
It radiates faint magic, but of abjuration, sort of minor protections.
Well, should we go across the way and investigate then?
Yeah,
Well,
let's
why
go
don't we
have a
have a
look.
quick look at his book first?
Yep.
Just have a quick look
I don't
at
want
it.
to touch that book.
Open it up.
Okay. It looks like the early musings of a young woman called Isabella, noting how she grew up with a large family, and it's more about a religious notes. It's not a journal like of personal things, but there's a few and it mentions how she her first. Everyone is religious in certain ways. Some people just do the ritual. Some people just are believers, but they don't go to church or pray or do anything. But they, I believe, whatever. But then others have mystical experience. They have some sort of epiphany. And in Isabella's case, her epiphany was when her brother died, young Gungo, and she prayed for days to Morrow to save him or return him or something, and how the amazing thing happened. The light descended and Gungo was reincarnated. However, to the horror of their parents and all of the village, he was reincarnated as this beast, this minotaur creature. Of course, she didn't care about that, and she notes that, and neither did her sort of closest of his, all of his many sisters. But in sadness, the two of them decided to leave, and then it sort of picks up, Gungo, with your memory of travelling the seas. But she, from that point forward, decided to devote her life to Morrow for saving her favourite sibling, and she had been following the teachings of a priest ever since. And it's at that point, Gungo, that you that the lights go on, the veil drops, and everything sort of floods in of your memories of this sister that you've been travelling with for months over the seas. You saw her go over when you, Cortan, and her went over when the ship got exploded. You and Cortan were separated from her. You were probably washed up on different beaches. But at some point, you when you got back to Dragon's Roost the first time, you found each other once again and travelled together. You remember her saving Elric with a sneaky little healing word from a distance when he was being carried off unconscious by minotaurs. You remember her kneeling over Felwyn after being bitten by a werewolf and purging her of the pestilence within that would have otherwise turned her into a, slavering, mindless lichen. And many other times when the party's been saved by a priest, a cleric. And it's always struck you that there's no cleric in the party, but now you realise that there was.
Okay.
My
And what does he know about her? She's a minotaur as well, or
No,
is she not a
she's
minotaur?
human.
Okay.
You were not always Minotaur. You just got reincarnated that way.
Well, there you go. All right.
And it's very strange. It feels like all of these. I don't know. Over the last few months, you've had these little visions of a holy.
Yeah. A strange creature that's been kind of helping us along. Our guardian angel has a name.
Guardian angel has a name, Isabella. And Elric, you have a veil drop, and you remember racing downstairs with Isabella side by side, fighting this huge face as it bit onto your shoulder, and you sort of intercepted, as you normally do. You always run ahead to the to the horror of the rest of the party. But
Everybody party.
you got between Isabella and this face, swinging at it, slash. It chomped you and was starting to sort of drag you down an alley, and you heard a scream behind you, and you spun around and saw Isabella in exactly the same fate, being dragged off by a similar white face. But eventually it let go of you. It let go of you. She was out of sight, and then the creature opened its mouth as if to start to shout at you or sing, and at that point that all memory stops.
I remember her now.
Yeah, me too.
But why does she continue to disappear?
What do you remember about her?
My memories of last night just came flooding back, and I remember battling with her. She is also the one who I remember saved me when the Minotaurs carried me away.
Where is she?
I do not know.
Shit, man, let's go find her.
Did she get taken?
Well, we just need to figure out a way to be able to communicate her, and I think this journal is probably the best way right now.
Maybe we should go look at that head if that's what attacked you last night and she's gone.
You know, you might be right.
Let's go
Quickly, man.
investigate
Let's
that room
go.
where that head was.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so okay, so you race downstairs, saddle up, get all your gear, because remember this is just early morning. You've spent a bit of time with identifiers and all that sort of stuff. Race downstairs, everyone is going about their business, having their breakfast. They look up quite alarmed to see you as if you're ready for a fight. And they're like, gee, what's going on? Assume you sort of barge past and, no, nothing, don't worry about us, we're doing our thing. And you go out into the street and it looks far more destitute and damaged houses than you recall. There's a deck made of wood on front for this tavern, and you see dried blood, pools of it all over the place. Looking up and down the street, you can see people walking, and there's a fisherman with a wheelbarrow, and crossing this main street. When you look up, there's this white, pulsating, veinous tube going from one alleyway across the street to another, and it's hovering in air just like a hose, just sort of floating. You can't see either end. You look up the other end of the street, and there's someone with a wheelbarrow full of fish, and there's this head, and it's got its mouth agape, like probably 2 feet wide, looking like it's about to chomp on them, but it's just like singing at them behind them. Or shouting at them, and it's just following them with these wide black eye pits, and where the head is, it's just floating along, but there's this tenebrous neck that just goes on, and then around a corner and down another alleyway, a different one. You're all downstairs staring in horror. What's your passive perceptions for the three of you? I can't see.
17 for me.
Yeah.
12.
Okay.
11.
11.
I'd probably be able to see it.
Yeah, okay. Right, you Gungo. Just get the three of you. Okay. Elric, you can see amongst all this, underneath, at the entrance of one of the alleys, where there's a particularly large bit of dried blood and some hand marks, like bloody hand marks, going down along the wall, as if someone's been dragged and sort of grabbing the wall as they got dragged along. There looks like some sort of like piece of flesh or something, some piece of something that two dogs are sort of sniffing at.
Basically, we can see the town is a big mess right now.
It's a horror. This
thing has been. Looks like this thing has been busy.
And this tube that we saw. Sorry, Ed.
Yep.
This tube that we saw. How big is it?
Probably about 2 feet diameter. Maybe a little bit more.
Oh shit.
Let's walk up to that and have a look at it. I reckon.
Yeah, let's see if it's tangible.
Well, and see, like we can't see the ends of it, right? So let's see.
No, one end goes down one alley, and another one goes, and the whole thing floats and goes across the road.
Yeah. Okay. So Gungo, like, he's going to get out his shield and spear.
Okay.
And be ready for it.
Okay. Now your passive perceptions, just so you know, if there's any sound involved, it's either an immediate fail or drop, depending on the nature of it. Just with your ear things in.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't want to take my ear things out. Oh my god.
Yeah. I missed that. I'm sorry, Anthony. What's the buff or debuff?
Oh, just either it's an automatic fail when it's a sound related thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just bear with me a second.
Like,
so what are we doing?
That thing, is it like tangible?
Yeah, I'm just dragging you to a map.
Can we recruit at least Brian to go with us? And maybe the dragon.
Yeah.
The dragon might be handy.
Yeah. The dragon dog.
Yeah, dragon, go ahead. You at the front.
We send Brian ahead. Go investigate.
Okay, I'll get Brian as well. Copy.
It's calling Canary from now on.
I would not be surprised if Brian just runs the other way. You guys are cool, but I'm not crazy.
Now I don't have light stuff going on here, but so you can see through walls and stuff, but it's not really that relevant for now. Okay.
And you got your lantern of revealing too, Gungo, so we can see invisible things.
Yes.
Let's make sure we have that out.
Okay, I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. So you come out onto the streets. You can see where you are here on this, in front of this tavern.
Okay.
And I can draw in. I'll just draw in a rectangle. There you go. I think you can see that along down the street. There's I'm not showing the two ends. It just cuts across those two.
Okay.
Should we go have a look, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to investigate it. Like Felon's really creeped out and interested
I'm moving
at
down
the
there
same
towards
time.
it,
All right.
Elric's going to
be ready, guys.
Reach down on his belt and touch a rune that he had just carved in, and that's going to activate his armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Yeah, turn all my armor on right now. It's all blazing.
Okay.
I trust
you
nothing.
Power up, Iron Man style.
Yep.
Okay. And you're now
I picture you crawling into power armor.
You're now 5 feet away from this slimy tube, and it looks 2 foot diameter, like a underground sea cable, but it's a little bit bumpy and covered in that same sort of mucusy stuff that you found in the bilge.
Can we see the ends as we get closer to it?
No, it curves around bends and down some alleys and so on.
What have I got?
Hey Brian, what does this thing taste like?
So can I poke it? Like, what is it? Like,
Okay. Yeah,
Just
you
touch
go
it.
up.
Okay,
and
I'm
you
literally
take
going to
it.
stick one finger out and go.
Okay. You do.
Boink.
Yeah, as soon as you do, it's like if you touch a slug and the tentacle sort of shoots back in into the eye, and the whole tentacle is just like a train goes about 40 feet, slides from one alley to another.
Ooh.
And disappears, or
No, it's longer than that.
so it's the whole thing's moving, or it's just like a contraction went through it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just sort of pulsed and
Okay.
and raced along 20 feet, 40 feet or so.
Okay, and it heads towards what, the dock, I suppose, and then further into the town.
Yes.
Can we follow it? Like we're
Which way?
maybe try to find the source, where it's coming from.
Okay. So are you going the way that it is travelling, or the other end?
Maybe the way it came from. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're standing at it, it's shot from left to right. Boom.
But we go left.
So you go left. Okay.
Yeah, we want to see where it's coming from.
Yeah, sure.
Train.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So you go down. You're going down, and it goes down an alley, and there's just a 5 foot. They're very narrow between two buildings. The eaves pretty much close over, but it is daylight, so you can see. And you follow it, and it's just going along. Are you still touching it, or are you not touching it anymore?
And it's kind of creeping me out. It's kind of gross, but I just wanted to see if it was like actual, tangible.
Yeah, sure.
But let's see if we
And
can
the
find.
townsfolk are just. Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, I want to see if we can find where it's coming from, but I don't think they can see it, Gungo. I think
Everyone else is ignoring it.
Yeah, okay. Just say to someone, "Hey, what do you think of this thing?"
They look at you and they stare in the direction you're pointing. But you know when someone points and there's a mote of light just 2 feet away? They don't see the mote of light. They don't see what you're pointing at. And they look off in the distance down the street as if you're pointing somewhere far away.
Why can we see it and nobody else can? Maybe the earplugs?
Okay, hey, yeah, Gugga's going to go up to someone and say, "Come here."
Okay.
He's just gonna put his hands over his fingers over his ears and say, "Now can you see it?"
like
Okay, can you roll a medicine for me?
Medicine.
Yes.
Jesus.
It might not be.
7.
Okay.
okay.
And he sort of looks at you really weird and sort of flinches back and says, "What? You're as crazy as those others."
Which others?
You remember I said there was dogs down the street, and there's the tin pot guy down at the docks.
Odd guy. What's his name?
Keith.
Keith.
Yes.
Okay, let's go talk to Keith. Keith's probably not all that crazy. Keith probably knows what's going on.
Okay. There's one thing that you do notice, Elric, is remember you saw a number of dogs in the street when you first arrived a few days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, two of them were just fighting and scrapping and stuff, and there was one that looked, I think they were described as, don't worry about that one, it's a crazy dog. It's the really old one, half blind, mostly deaf, and riddled with arthritis. That dog, the mangy one, with its tail between its legs, its ears black, eyes looking absolutely terrified, is staring directly at the tube going across the road.
Oh.
And looking at you, and looking at it, and looking at you, and looking at it.
Oh, come here, boy.
The dogs can see it. And okay.
The other two dogs that are fighting over the flesh on the ground don't see it.
That poor old boy's probably deaf.
Yeah.
I think he sees what we see.
Because he can't hear the voices.
Oh. Possibly.
So all we need to do is go and rip out everyone's eardrums and everything will be okay.
Just beat everybody around the head and make them deaf, and we're fine.
Run up to people and shoot your gun off behind the head.
Does anybody have a spell that they can cast that does silence?
Clerics.
No, I do not have silence.
Oh, right. Maybe we should write in the journal, Isabella cast silence over the town.
Someone does point you and you ask about Keith. They say, "Oh God, I don't know why you want to do that, but yeah, he's always carrying on down at the docks."
Oh, the ducks. Let's go that way. Let's follow the thing that way, then, and go down to the ducks.
Okay.
Try to find
Keith.
All right.
Keithy.
You go down to the docks.
I'll walk by the dog. I'll walk by the old dog and I'll pat him on the head. I said, "Good boy."
Okay. It goes close to your leg and wants to basically stay there.
Okay. You follow.
Yeah.
If you need.
All right. So you go
follow
down
along with me.
Let's see. I'm just going to grab all the characters. I think we had some docs on here. We do. Yeah, that's better. We'll zoom in a little bit. Don't know if you can see the ship now. The ship's docked and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so you get down there, and this guy comes and he's sort of in a crouch, and he's looking left and right, and he's got this helmet on, and it's got antenna that he looks like he's made himself, and and tin foil
hat.
And he looks at you and he says, "I can see. You can see, can't you? You've seen it. No one believes, but Keith does. Keith knows."
How you doing there, Keith?
Keith.
Keith,
You're not crazy.
Keith, would you like to look after this dog? You guys have a bit in common.
Do you? Oh yeah, okay. You can stay with me. That's no problem.
And you can see it, can you, Keith?
All the time.
That big fat tube over there. How long has it been here for?
What? Snakes in the
How
sky.
long has it been here for?
People think I'm crazy when I tell them about the snakes in the sky eating everyone.
Yeah, well, I can see that, but how long has it been here for? Can you remember?
Oh, weeks, months. I don't know when it started happening. People, it's...
When we left the boat behind, that's when it started happening.
I've always had my communications helmet, which I use to talk to the other beings.
Right. Which other... Okay.
The ones in the sky.
Oh. We're familiar with them.
They're coming.
My friend, they are here.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late.
They've been, that druid said that story of the druid we found. That's what they said. They were hearing voices in the sky that were saying, you were asking, where are we? And then now they're finally replied, we are here. And that's when all this started.
It closes your eyes to the truth that I know.
Have you ever followed that tube to the end, Keith?
It lives under the town. But never let it see
under the
you.
town? How do we get there?
It has holes everywhere, tunnels.
Okay.
Keith, do you think it can be stopped?
This being, nothing stops this being. Nothing stops the creatures from the sky.
When will they be here?
Soon, but the signs say they're coming.
Okay.
No one
and
remembers.
that tube over there, Keith.
Instinctually, Elric will look up at the sky and look at the stars because it's still stars are out, right?
No one remembers the antediluvians, but they are awakening.
The who?
Am I going right?
Antediluvians.
Elric, you would know of the antediluvians. Apparently, legend tells, and many religious texts align, that at one stage there was a great flood that wiped out life on land. And that the beings of the sea rejoiced at this. Some say they caused it. Some say other powers caused it. But the beings that predate, that are older and still live beyond from that time, are referred to as the antediluvians. People who are older than the last great flood.
The Great Flood sounds a lot like what we saw back in Burlington Hold.
Burlington
What we
Hold?
sounded in our
It
dreams.
started. Oh, and this guy sort of starts freaking out.
Yes, we were just there.
We must
the town is
leave.
gone.
We must leave. And he sort of picks up his trolley full of cans, and
He's got his bottles.
and races off down this rickety old jetty. And you can see there's a boat there, and it looks like two boats joined upside down, one each. And he's made himself a little ark for himself.
Elric could turn around and look at Gungo and says, "Was it something I said?"
I don't think so.
Ooh.
Felwyn, what's your what's your passive medicines, everyone?
My medicine is a +1. So that's what?
Yeah,
Plus 7.
Okay.
So it's the same as my perception at 17.
So, Elric, based on your knowledge that this hearing is what seems to have been changing your perception, this guy's helmet probably just mistakenly works because it blocks off enough sound that it makes him able to see what really is going on. All the antenna and the tin foil and all the other shit that's got hanging off it, it's probably got nothing to do with its powers, but it is actually fashioned something that works.
Yeah. Belwyn, do you think you could make some more of these tinfoil hats for everybody?
But
I
the
sure
thing is,
could, but
you can imagine the reception, someone with a tinfoil hat claiming of snakes in the sky, and he shouts at everyone, at the time. He would exactly...
Of course he would, because his ears are blocked.
Yeah. Don't you see? The snakes are in the sky!
I like to think that whole conversation we had with him was us shouting at him and him shouting at us because he's looking at his block, and a whole bunch of townspeople were all going, "What's wrong with these people?" Oh no, there's more of them.
Yeah, and all around you, the rest of the people are just going about their business. Now, you do see a hint of a white curve of
Noida just woke up. He's coming.
good.
Nice.
I don't know how you're
Chris
going to
said
fill them in on that, but
Flying snakes.
See if I can shift ping you down here. You can see a bit of a...
Mm-hmm.
So we need to find a way to get under the town and stop
follow this
whatever the heck
tube.
this is.
Yeah, I say we follow this tube.
Yep.
It's going away. Elric's just going to go after it.
Okay.
Yep. I'm running along behind him, my little gnomey legs.
Barrel
Elric,
ahead.
don't do something silly. Again.
I mean, I'm wondering, yeah, it might go out into the sea, considering we got so many.
So, Elric, you spin around the corner and have a look, and this sort of thing is going down a 10-foot passage and alleyway. Gungo, Bruno, where's Brian? Where are you, Brian? There you are. And you... Let's have a look. You hear the first thing you hear is a horrible sound of crunching, and it's like, you can even hear that through your muffled hearing.
Like crunching or munching?
Crunching,
Like he's eating?
crack,
like the eating
crack.
sound? Oh, okay.
And you turn around the corner and look down, and you can see there's this huge white face.
There he is.
At the end of the neck, and it's just biting into someone. Someone dead, just laying in the street. And there's someone else who is, there's two sort of window flower dressings, and there's a lady there, and she's just trimming some of the weeds, completely ignoring what's going on.
What's the person who's being bitten? Is anything happening to them?
Looks like a dock worker, and their neck is completely half severed, and it looks like this creature is slowly devouring it. You know, half of the body's inside its mouth. And it's
okay, Felwyn's gonna like pop over past them. This is just gross and disgusting.
Yeah.
And without hitting the lady, can I cast Thunder Wave on the tube and that guy? Just like
sure. Let me
get away.
I'll put in some other. I'll put in the characters, but yeah, what I'll do is I'll get everyone to roll initiative. That's probably
initiative.
I didn't click on my token. Oh, nice.
I don't see the turn orders. I don't see the icon of turn order.
I think it's the 3 lines with the sword, second from the bottom on the side there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I can add you in.
I just rolled. I rolled a 20.
Yes, I
I'm
am.
22.
Okay, so I've put the character in that the creature's eating. I put in the lady that's weeding her flower bed. And let's have a look. Turn order. I can see Gungo in there.
I did not click on myself.
I'll roll again, but I got a 22.
Yeah.
You could add me in.
I'll just re-roll.
We'll do the first one that works.
All right.
As a convention.
That's way worse than a crit to 3. Just rolling a d20 myself. Okay. And I'm assuming we're going to have Noida sometime chasing along beside you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This creature, chomp, 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 chomp. What it does is it distends its mouth and then lowers its face onto the body and then lifts it up like a pelican and then boom, and you see a bulge. And then it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 feet. I'll just move some neck bits away. There we go. Felwyn, it's just gone past you and left your square. If you want to do a... Oh, no, you haven't had to turn yet. You don't have a reaction.
No, I was going to try and surprise it because it's not expecting us, but...
No, but you're right behind it and it spotted you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it is your turn and it's still visible to you.
It's Gungo's turn, according to mine.
I think you'd be before me. You've got a high dexterity.
I've got...
okay.
I've got a Felwyn in here for a 16 and a Felwyn in here for a 12. Was the first
I
one
rolled
16?
twice because I didn't click it. So
which was the first one?
First one was 16.
Yeah, okay.
Same with Ed, he critted his first roll too.
And it's my turn then because I did a 22.
Yours is not in there. The Felwyn's was.
It's right underneath Felwyn's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3 and Gungo's 12. Felwyn. Oh, did you?
No, but he rolled before that.
Oh, and did you manually type in 16?
No, I rolled initiative, but I didn't click on my thing.
Yeah, okay.
And same with
My
Ed. He
my
had a
token was
22.
selected, but I didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't roll.
Okay.
It didn't register. But I rolled a 22
Okay.
for initiative.
Yeah, our convention is just to roll until it works. Only because
That's what I did.
Sometimes, yes, I've got you in there. So that means Felwyn, you're next, I believe.
Yeah. You need
Well,
to
she's
add
not
me
in there at all
again.
now.
Oh, she's in there for me. Roll20 might be playing up a little bit. Or refresh.
You have her on the.
Yeah.
You have her on the GM screen.
Yes.
GM layer.
Felwyn. Felwyn, Gungo.
Yeah,
Elric.
I'm not in the turn order.
Oh, that's weird. I just did a sort alphabetically and you're there. But it's all right. Well, we'll just go with that. It's up to you. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I'm going to go over near him.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. It's
As I
only 20
said.
feet to get to him.
Yeah, and in that whole direction to him and that thing, I'm going to cast Thunderwave. See if he saves. What's it?
Okay. As you approach, you seem to recognise the general facial features as being that of Isabella on this face.
This was Isabella at some point?
Maybe.
Or it's copying her, one or the
Or
other.
copying, or what? Yeah. It just
Anyway, it's still going to hit it.
Yes,
Anyway, it
okay.
just ate somebody. I don't care. That's it's like, yeah.
Yep. So, what's up? What did you roll?
It's got to do a save.
Ah, save. Okay.
Yeah, con save.
Okay, con save. I'm just doing native rolls.
Oh, it saved,
It's
but
gonna
it still
pass.
takes half damage. It just doesn't move.
Okay.
So it'd be like five
it
damage.
cops the full thunder wave, and boom, the thunder, splits and rents appear in the flesh, and it's clearly in pain. The thunder wave has worked.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to do? That's movement, thunder wave.
No, that's... Oh, actually, I'm going to put up my temporary hit points.
Okay.
I get 8 temporary hit points just in
Okay.
case.
You should see a health bar there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm moving a bit slow here. Gungo, you're up next.
Okay, so I think he's going to move here past Elric, throw his spear
Okay.
at this thing.
Yep. Roll to hit.
10.
10. That's going to miss, unfortunately.
Alright. He'll...
Can I use Cosmic Omen and see if I can help him?
Okay. What's that going to do?
I haven't rolled for the day today.
Okay.
Let me drop that in the chat. And I just need to roll a d6.
Okay.
Or just anything that will give me an even or odd. And I got even, which means I can use my reaction to roll a d6 and add the number to him.
Okay.
So you could add 2 more.
You know he missed with the 10.
Okay.
If I had 12, it'd be 12. Oh, sorry, I had 2, it'd be 12 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
It starts to veer in, luckily, but still misses, unfortunately.
Alright.
Okay. All right.
So then Gungo will keep moving in and pull out his saber, hit at this thing with it when he gets in.
How'd you go?
1.
Oh, no.
That one.
Okay.
And then with his bonus action, he'll have another attack with the saber.
Okay, go for it.
14.
14 hits.
Okay, so that'll do 14 damage.
Okay. So a big blow. And a slash across the face, bleeding all over the place, and massive blow, but not destroyed.
Okay. That's it for Gungo.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So you hear a howl. I'm just jumping into another screen to grab another token. Turn your head and see this wolf. Become a huge bronze dragon. And it goes, just flaps its wings once. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Lands in the water beside this creature, and then just goes and breathes this huge bolt of lightning. And the head just poof, explodes into Ica. And as soon as it does, the neck, like chopping off a hose or chopping the head off a snake or letting go of a fire hose, just goes pissing blood all over the place, and then suddenly springs back, exactly as what happened with you, Felwyn, leaving this trail of blood and ichor on the ground.
So that's actually connected to something.
Yeah, and the body that you had it just swallowed was like in its gullet, and with the head exploding, the corpse just like a penguin vomiting just falls out on the floor.
Ew. Okay. Well. Thank you. I'm going to turn to the dragon and say thank you.
Brian goes. Let's have a look. And he runs up and goes, "Good job, boss." Elric.
I'll give chase to the tentacle.
Okay. All right. So
follow the trail of blood.
Is everyone going to race off following this trail of blood?
Yep. Let's go get it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the rest of you all go racing off, and you follow it along. What are your movement speeds? In a pursuit.
Low.
I'm assuming a dash.
I'm a 30-foot walking, so 60.
So 60 for Elric, probably
50 for me. I'm
50
25.
for Felwyn. Gungo, you're probably.
I could
nippy.
effectively move 120 feet around if I wanted to.
Yeah. Okay. Is that?
But I don't want to get on my own.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll keep up with Elric.
Can I scoop up Felwyn?
Yeah, you've done that before. I think you should.
Yep, you can scoop up Felwyn, but your movement is then replacing hers. You couldn't drop her and have her run off like a wind-up.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Toy.
I'll do this. I'll do the same with Brian.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And,
piggyback race.
And Chrono takes wing and is circling above you all.
Ah.
All right.
To get the dragon.
And every now and then you hear this of the lightning just coming from the sky, and you hear you would hear the lightning, but nothing else. Okay, so this trail of blood goes around down an alley and then into where there's lots of bins and trash and stuff, and behind them you can see this hole in the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so it's gone down there.
Yep.
There's a cave.
It's only about 5 foot. It just drops for now, and then probably about 10 feet looking down, but pretty much then curves, and it looks like it's following some sort of tunnel, but it's lined with all the corners of what might have been a square tunnel, like a sewer or something, drain, have been lined so that it's now round.
Okay. Do we go
Elleric's
now?
going to slow up. Elleric's going to slow up a little bit when we get to it and make sure it's okay to go in. Just take a closer look at it.
Okay. You go there, and it looks like you could fit. It looks like you could sort of slide down. Pretty easy. It's not a huge drop, and then you would be on sort of solid ground, but under the ground.
I'll look to others and say, "We'll see you on the other side," and I'll slide it.
Okay.
Yep. So you see Ulrich, whee, and he sort of, once he gets to the bottom, it curves. He goes, whoosh, and he scooches on out of sight.
Coast is clear, guys.
Dunga would have retrieved his spear, and he's
Okay.
going to
Got your
jump
spear.
down there.
You hear a deep voice above you, and you says, "Unfortunately, I cannot follow you into such narrow
It'd be hard
confines."
for a dragon.
Yeah, too small for a dragon.
You keep an eye out here.
If any of those heads show themselves, I'll see to it.
Tell
Hey,
the
take one of
others
these
where we
sending
went.
stones. Take one of these sending stones with you. Can you take that dragon?
What's that?
I've got one, so I pass it.
Pass the
Give
dragon a
one of
sending
the
stone?
stones.
Yep.
Okay. So it's like a necklace with a little rabbit's foot, and you can you get it on your Scotty comms device, and the dragon sticks it onto one of the spikes
Eye in the
above
sky.
there. Yeah. Okay, so we let's see. Yeah, so you're gonna. Everyone jumps off, scooches down the thing.
Yep.
Brian. Let's see. I'll just fetch everybody. Copy. I'll just move us to a new map. What have we got? 10 o'clock. Might be good to take a 10-minute coffee break in a sec. Should we do that now, and then I'll switch maps in the meantime?
Yeah, maybe Noida will catch up to us. And...
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Idea.
You descend under the city of Dragon's Roost, and we'll pick up from there in 10 minutes.
Lovely.
Woo-hoo.
See you soon.
Okay.
We hear about that.
Yeah, you can't shout communication to one another.
Okay.
We're hoping that fighting together, our gestures, and we might be able to.
Yeah. So what we need to do is let's see, is describe what your character is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And people have to infer or go by the actions.
Okay.
That'd be challenging. That's good.
I'm gonna quickly check my spells if some of them are like, a creature that hears you.
But you don't have to explain. But don't explain why or anything like that. Just say, okay, I'm going to hit it with my axe, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do whatever. How's it looking now? Are you seeing the Darkswell caverns?
Yes.
Um,
the dragon's there.
Okay.
I see the dark part.
He's on the
Hold on.
outside.
I think it would have slid down here, right? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I need to go and get Noida's
Token.
token.
Well, there's a pillar here.
Noida, where are you?
Okay, I see the pings, but nothing but beyond that.
That's all right. I will put you in there shortly.
Hmm.
Paste. There you are. Okay, so you've been on the surface in the town, blocking up your ears. You could see corpses in the streets. You could see blood on the walls, hand marks as people being dragged down alleyways. You see these pulsating neck type snake things with these huge white head on the end. I think I've got a handout I can show you. Show to players. And you saw one head just following, and they're not shouting, they're not swallowing, they are singing. It looks like they're doing a crescendo operatic voice.
All right.
And then you went and saw Crazy Keith down at the docks, and he shouted at you much the same thing. And then you saw a bit of this snaky neck type thing going down an alley, and you followed it, and it was crunching on someone that it had killed. and a lady was snipping weeds from her garden right next to it happening, and completely oblivious to this happening. So you attacked it. I think there was a thunder wave. The dragon, Chrono, turned from a wolf back into a dragon, flew and breathed. Gungo threw a spear at it and did a massive slash with his sabre of speed. And finally, the head just exploded in pulp. It was able to completely bite and swallow, engulf a human. But the chewed up body fell out of its neck as they destroyed its head, and then just like chopping an elastic band, it went and started pissing out ichor and blood and everything, and bungeed back down to wherever it came from. You followed the blood to a hole in the ground, slid down this white mucus-lined tunnel, a round one, same stuff that was in the bilge. Apparently, it looks like you might have been the party of people who introduced this creature to Dragon's Roost in the bilge of your smuggler ship. And
Noida.
You're now in a tunnel, and let's see, I'm just zooming in a little bit. Chrono's not coming with you, and Brian is staying with Chrono. But
good to protect our 6.
Yes. And you follow along. It's completely dark down here, so I need to know how you're seeing. I don't think, Gungo, you have a light ring anymore if you've got the lantern.
I think I still got both, don't I?
Remember.
Yep, you got both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's not one
He's
of them.
got his nose ring and the lantern of revealing.
Yep.
Okay.
Haven't both.
Alaric has his ever bright lantern, pulls it off, and
Okay.
it's on his belt.
Okay, so can you see? Have you got? Can you see down the passage?
Yeah.
Great.
I've got dark vision, 60 feet.
Okay.
And if I can, as we go down.
Chris.
Oh, I'm in there. Behind you.
Notice
Over
there.
here.
Oh, there you are. You're just behind a pillar, hiding.
Behind a pillar.
Yeah. Oh, where else would I be? Hiding, of course. Yeah. If I can, as we were going down, I would cast Mage Armor.
Okay. Any other spells or effects going off?
Well, I've still got my Armor of Agathis in place.
Okay.
That lasts an hour. It hasn't been an hour yet, has it?
No, it hasn't. Okay. So you try to, make your way down. Let's see. You follow the trail. I'm just going to put you all a little bit closer, and I'll grab you as a group.
All right, that works.
And it looks like you're in some sort of rough-hewn drain. So there's probably streams and things that come down from the higher country, uphill from Dragon's Roost, come down this way, and also offal and refuse and sewage and so on. They use them for drains as well, to drain under the city and into the sea eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So you're walking in sort of ankle-deep water at this point, and you're just going to follow the trail.
Yes.
I
Yellow
suppose
blood.
so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or ick or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
All right. Okay, I'm just going to bring you down a little bit. Oh, I'm going to have to move you around just to be in a little set of 4, make it a bit easier. Okay, you get to another crossroads, and I'm just going to get our turn order, and I'll clear it for now because we're out of combat. Get rid of Chrono and Brian. And you see this face, this horrible face, come around the corner. It's almost half the size, half the height of a full, human. And it's got this long neck going out behind it. And it looks like it's got its mouth open, as if it's trying to say something, sing something at you, but you can't. None of you can hear it, obviously. And it's sort of, and it's snaking towards you, and it starts to, move its jaw in a way that looks like it's going to bite you. I'll let everyone click on your token. Initiative.
You're gonna die.
That's the thing. That's the thing I remember.
All right.
Oh,
Initiative.
another crap initiative roll. Sheesh.
Oh, I think that's what last time.
Okay. So are you all good now? Everyone in there?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure everyone's all good. Okay. I'm going to roll for this head. Oh, this one's a bit slow off the mark.
Oh, I should get to go before him.
Yep. Okay, we'll sort. So we've got, before we kick off, Felwyn, Gunko, Noida, the head, and then Ulrich.
Okay.
Felwyn.
Felwyn's gonna walk up to the head and try and punch it.
Okay. You run up.
23. Punch.
Okay.
Punch that head in the face.
23 hits. Boom! You run up.
Boom!
Catch it
and
right
then
in the
I
jaw.
do 12 damage, and it automatically has disadvantage against everybody else right now.
Ooh,
and
nice.
then I'm gonna bring my fist back and I'm gonna punch it again. And that's a natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
And I'm not sure if it doubled that, so I rolled an 8.
Yeah,
So
so
it should be 16.
what you do is if you roll an 8, then you roll the dice again and add that in.
Okay.
It's double dice.
It looks like it calculated it.
No, I rolled an actual 8.
Okay.
Hey, you see in roll 20 there, under how it's got the green critical,
Yep.
and underneath it's got pink writing, like a pink block with white writing.
Yes.
So if you click on that pink block, it'll roll the damage for you, and it will do the critical.
Yep.
I did not know that. There you go.
The more you know.
That's 17.
There we go.
Nice.
Thanks, Gunga.
No
All
worries.
right.
That's very helpful.
All right. So huge punch, 17 damage, and you hear. It doesn't look like bone under it. It sort of cracks like a sort of gristly cyst, sort of cartilage, semi-firm, and it just crumple. It's got a crumple zone in its face.
No, pop over to the side
Okay.
since I still got some movement.
Okay.
And I don't think I got much in the way of... No. That's all good.
Okay. And that way, Gunko, what do you want to do?
I'm just going to do the same as last time, I think. Step here. He'll probably throw his spear and miss with it. Yep.
Just don't hit Felwyn, please.
Shrug his shoulders, get his saber out, and move in there. And oops.
So that's a miss.
So yeah, miss with the spear. Here
I
comes.
missed.
The,
Okay.
Yep. Here comes the. Come on, why are you not working?
Ooh.
That's a bit better. So he'll do
Temerity.
12 damage.
12 damage from Temerity, big blow. Let's have a look. Not destroyed, but I'm not saying dead because you're destroying heads, but there's clearly more.
And he'll have his last bonus attack with the saber as well. 27 again, so that'll be just 7 damage.
Okay. And you can now hear, even though you're deaf, whispers in your head, much like the Alec from the lighthouse.
All of us or just him?
All of you. You're not seeing a health bar? You should see the health bar.
It's got a very small health bar left.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, so you are seeing it. Yeah, it's just very small.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I just switched to a player view just to see if make sure you can see everything. Okay.
That's Gungo done.
Gungo done. Cool. Noida.
Right, so if it's on its last leg, I'll just firebolt it.
Okay.
20,
20 hits.
right? So, 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage is enough to kill it.
All right. If I can, I'm shooting it with my finger pointing from behind Ehrlich.
No problem. Let's have a look. I'm just scrolling up. Where are you? Oh yeah, clear shot, no problem. All right, so you destroy the head, and as soon as you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think you can just see the stump of a neck at the entrance at another cavern.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where you've moved the head to now, right? That's what we can see.
Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yep. That's not its movement. That's like a reaction type of thing when you destroy a head.
Okay. So they kind of like sling back to the source, or does it go like up somewhere?
Bungee to somewhere.
Somewhere. All right.
Okay. Elric. No, Noida, where are you?
Over here.
Okay. A head comes snaking around, and it's like the skulls in Indiana Jones, just flying through the sky, through the air, down the tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From behind, and there's a long neck snaking up and back to the right. And let's see, it tries to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 1 sec. Okay. This creature does not exist in any monster manual. So I have to roll it all naturally. Let's see. What's your class with your mage armor?
14.
14. Okay, so it looks like it's going to hit. Jumps down at you.
I will shield. I don't know what it does, and I don't
Okay.
know.
Yep. Okay. So you throw out a shield as your reaction, and the bite chomps down on this magical shield energy, and doesn't bite you. You don't take any damage. Works.
Right here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elric, another head comes from the other tunnel and tries to chomp at you.
He looks like a happy head.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's your class, Elric?
19.
Okay. It clamps down at you. Have you got any shields up your sleeve? No, like shields?
No.
Okay.
Only the armor of Agathis, so he's gonna have to take some damage. 5 cold damage.
Okay. Let's see.
If he hits.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay.
And so it takes damage, does it?
Takes 5 cold damage.
Cold damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can see a health bar there, I presume. All right, so it crunches down and ice cracks and it does the 5 damage. And it's going to do 13 damage with a bite.
Okay.
and that bite grabs you. You recall it sort of biting onto your shoulder at one stage, and this one grabs you around the waist and lifts you up off the into the sky, into the air, not the sky. It's down a tunnel.
All right, so I'm grappled.
Yeah, and it moves 10 feet and starts to drag you down the tunnel it was in. Let's see, bonus action. Gunko, you see the stump of a neck that you've just collectively destroyed, and it heals over and forms a smooth, like a long severed limb, and the end of it starts to bubble and ripple as if it's starting to reform.
Okay.
Okay. Elric, what do you want to do?
Can I escape the grapple?
You can try with either athletics or acrobatics. You try and strength your way out, or you try and wriggle your way out.
I'm gonna wiggle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have proficiency in either, but we'll see how this roll goes.
Okay.
There we go.
Ooh.
Hey, all right. You free yourself, and you're now standing next to this creature. Done.
Okay.
That's an action. You've still got a bonus
Yes.
action and movement if you want it.
I do. I'm going to wild shape into my archer form,
Ooh, okay.
and I guess I'll take a shot at the guy attacking Noida, so it's not a disadvantage.
Okay, it'll be a disadvantage anyway. You're in melee.
Even okay. So then I'll just. Even if I go after the one. Back that
Yes.
way?
Yeah, you need to be able to be freestanding if you're in melee. If you're within melee range of a melee opponent, you can throw off your shot.
Let's do this anyway. With disadvantage.
This is to Noida's one. Another natural 20 will do it.
Oh.
No, 12 won't, unfortunately.
Nope.
No.
So
No D6 you can
I
add
will-
to that.
Hmm?
You had some
Oh,
sort
I
of
do.
omen or something, or is that used up?
Yeah,
to date?
I'm not gonna use it for myself because I rolled too low. But I am gonna risk an opportunity attack and
Okay, move.
run
one.
down the hallway.
Okay, I'll roll one reaction when it tries to bite at you.
Okay.
Oh, 19. It hits and grabs you. You
Okay.
re-grappled and take 13 damage.
Okay. So much for that.
Felwyn.
Oh, well, Felwyn's going to see Elric get pulled away, so she's going to run up this way.
Okay.
Can she run up onto this side? Being small?
No, it's too. You can run. Oh, can you run past it as a little creature?
Yeah, I can run. I can't stay there, but I can run.
Okay, so yeah, if you move past the head, you've got this neck going beyond, but
Depending on where it is, like height-wise.
yeah, that's okay.
I suppose.
That's okay. You can fit where the tentacle is. I keep
Can
saying
I go
tentacle,
punch
neck,
it?
whatever.
Thingy that the face is attached
Tube,
to.
yes. Hose.
So I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
Oh god, that's not gonna hit. That's a 10.
Oh, 10 misses.
But oh yeah, I don't think I can do anything with a ability check or saving throw. Nope. So let me try hitting again. Frustrating. 18. Darn. Does 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay, so she's gonna smack him. That's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Assume you can see the health bar. It still takes
Yep,
a big
and now
crack
it-
and you hear pop of cartilage, but doesn't drop
Yeah,
Elric.
and now it has disadvantage against other people,
Oh, okay. People other than you.
other than me. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Onto you, Gungo.
Okay, free action. He's You're going to grab his spear. Move to here. Throw it at that one that's got a hold of Elric.
Okay.
25.
To 25 hits. You got me stuttering. 25 hits.
16 damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, crikey. That was to.
The one that's holding Elric.
Oh, what's that? Well, it was throwing your spear. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
25? No, I can't.
25's the hit roll. It does 16 damage.
16. Okay. All right. Boom. You impale it. It still doesn't drop him, but
Yep.
it's badly injured.
Move to here.
Next to Noida. Yep.
And saber the one on Noida.
Okay. Slash. Go for it.
Actually, no. He'll rage.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll rage, and he'll do that thing. We'll have to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Which it fails.
Okay, so he'll take 5
Lightning damage. Boom. All right. It sparks and yelps.
and then he'll do his attack. All right. 13. It's probably going to be a miss, I think.
Okay. Yeah, 13 misses.
That's Gungo done.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. Okay. Legendary action goes, and this creature, the head that's got Elric. 1, 2. Goes chasing off with Elric in its jaw. Felwyn, you're going to be able to take a free strike as it goes past, if you like. Do you want to take a shot?
Is she there?
Felwyn? Oh, I didn't see. She might have stepped away for a minute.
Oh no, I'm here. Sorry.
Do you want to take a
You
free
get an
strike?
opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, for sure. Actually.
As Elric gets dragged off around the corner.
Yeah. I'll just punch it once. 20.
Okay, you hit. Roll your damage.
5.
Oh. Okay. I think it drags Elric out, off and around the corner. Noida, your turn.
Alright. I wasn't grappled, so I guess
No.
I'll step away. 1. It gets an attack of opportunity, I figure.
Yeah, it does, and it does get another reaction. It's used a number of reactions, but it gets one here.
Mm-hmm.
What's your armor class, Noda?
14.
14. Okay, chomp. It's going to bite down on you.
Shield.
Throw up another shield. Use your reaction.
Yep.
That'll make you armor class 19. It's still going to hit.
Yep.
Do 13 damage and grab onto you.
Okay, so I don't move. 13 damage. Okay. So because I was a spell, I can only cast cantrips this turn, so I will firebolt it with disadvantage. I got.
Okay, yep.
19.
Rolls 19 hits.
Alright. And boom. So 8 fire damage.
8
to
fire
the one
damage.
grapple.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. This one that's got you, Noida. 6, 7, 8. Drags you off up the passage.
Right.
Gunko, you're going to be able to take a slash at it.
Okay. Can I try and grab a hold of Noida's belt instead and hold on to him, or?
And just get dragged with him.
Oh no, I'll try to hold him. If not, I'll just attack it.
Yeah, you can try and grab onto Noida.
Yeah.
And tear Noida out of its jaws.
Yeah, stop him from moving, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If he thinks it's possible. If not, he'll just give it one with the sword.
You're pretty sure that you wouldn't be able to arm wrestle this thing.
Okay.
Strength-wise.
Right, let's whack one. Here we go. Ah.
Oh, 1. Okay. All right. Let's see. This creature goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear Noida's screams disappear off into the distance. You can no longer. Noida, you take a bit. It starts biting down on you and trying to lift you up like a gannet with a chip that's a bit too long. It's trying to swallow you, but you take another 13 damage.
13, okay.
Are you adjusting your token as well? Just make sure that's good.
Oh, yeah, token, sorry. Forgot about that. Minus 26. 24, there we go.
Elric. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay, you get dragged down to a crossroads, and another head appears and seems to start to. The new head seems to fight over you and tries to bite the other half that's not poking out of it. You were just grappled, so it's going to miss you. So it starts chomping down on you, and you throw your shield up, and it's chomping and snapping at you. The other one that's already got you, though, is already hit, and it does 13 damage. And together they both start sort of hauling you in the same direction. Elric, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Conjure Animals. And
Okay.
two CR1s features
Okay.
of your choice.
Yep.
Oh, want me to drop it in chat, or do you?
Yeah, if you drop the list in there.
That's wrong.
Okay. So CR1 brown badge. Okay, so 2 spiders appear and get conjured. They go directly after
giant?
you. They go directly after you, don't they?
No, they get their own initiative.
I'm going to put them straight after you.
Okay. Giant spiders?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have them at all?
And then, let's see. No.
Okay, no problem. I'm not going to do the rolls from it or slow down the combat too much, but I can just apply the sort of average damage that they would do, so they get to help you out.
I think I can pull them up. If I can roll for them at least. Yeah, I think I can do that. Oh yeah, I'll do it in beyond. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay. I'm going to come back to that. Felwyn, you go.
Okay, which direction did Ed get pulled? Like behind Gunga or like in front of me?
Let's see.
Like which direction am I running to chase after?
You can chase the trail of Elric blood.
Okay.
I still had a bonus action, but I'll wait till you finish.
Okay. That's all right. If you're ready, Elric, then go for it.
You do it.
Yeah. Okay. I've got the giant spiders now, but I'm going to go ahead and do my bonus action, and try. Does this one dragging me still have disadvantage from Felwyn's last hit?
Yep. Until my turn.
So I can take another shot with my
You don't know. You don't know. It's dazed a bit from being punched by Felwyn. That's the purple one to the bottom.
Okay, I'll just make another starry form archer attack on it. Ranged with. Yeah, it doesn't hit anyway,
With
so never mind.
disadvantage. Okay, so take a shot. Boom. It's weird. I can see spiders on screen.
I can't see the spiders at all.
No, I mean,
but I do have
can't see them
I
either.
do have the stats.
Okay, we just roll for 2 spider bites.
Okay.
Both biting the one that's grabbing you.
Okay. So bite and bite.
Let's see. We've got a 23 damage. No, a bite 8. That's a miss. Try again.
19.
19 hits.
Good.
Nice one. 7 damage. Okay. It's very badly injured, puffed up from spider venom, slashed, punched. Not quite destroyed. Let's see. Yes. So that means Felwyn. On back to you. So you've gone belting along. Now, how far did you have to travel to get to there? Is that a dash?
I'm not sure. There's no squares. So it was just
when I drew the line, were you where Gungo was?
No, I was right near Ed, so I was here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well,
She was in front of the thing.
Yep. So I can I can hang on. I can count them. The squares because we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 30 feet to there.
Oh, well, I moved 25, so I'm there.
So you can get there and you can see the creatures and Ulrich from there.
So what I will do is, boop, boop, boop.
Start blasting.
She can't hear you. She can't hear you.
I can't hear you. Sorry. I'm going to bonus action. To Misty Step. In between these two dudes.
Nice. Okay.
Wherever it is. Okay.
You can't quite get in between them.
I can't quite fit.
No, you
so
can't.
I'll just pop next to the one next to Elric. So,
Okay.
and then I'll punch that one.
Okay.
Mm, 25.
Oh, nice.
8 damage.
Oh, so badly injured. Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it again.
Oh, okay. Nice one.
17.
17.
8 more damage.
17 hits. 8 more damage is enough to kill it. And it drops Elric. So Elric, you haven't freed yourself. You've just been dropped. So it means you're prone. For whatever that means, you probably not just be a bit slower next turn. But
Dumped on his butt.
yeah, that's right. Is that you, Felwyn? 2 punches, Misty Step.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, Gunko. You're surrounded by nothing. Everyone's gone.
Yeah, I'm taking it that Felwyn's got a hold of Ed, so he's going to start running down here.
Okay. If you use your arrow keys, you can count squares.
Oh, I can measure like this if you want.
Yeah, sure.
That's 40.
Okay.
He'll cunning action dash. So I can't see there. Okay. Can I get in next to Noida anywhere there, or?
Yeah, you can. Noida and the creature are occupying the same square effectively. So from there, you're in melee range of the creature.
All right. So then he'll attack it.
Okay.
So it's got hold of Noida with its mouth, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to recklessly attack it then. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So 15.
15 hits.
So to do all of that. Is Noida incapacitated or just?
No, he's just...
No. Okay. Yep. So to do all that, 23 damage.
Okay. Man, big hit, not quite destroyed.
Again. I'm terrible tonight. 13. Oh, hang on. I'm at advantage, aren't I? 17.
17 hits.
Hmm?
So
Nice.
13 damage.
No sneak attack this time. So
No, I only got that
11.
once. 13. No, I'll do the rage. Because he's raging.
Oh, the rage is the 2.
Yep.
Oh, I see. The 11 was sneak attack. Oh, it's... Okay, again, this is another one's hanging by a thread. I can see a little green dot of health there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can too, yeah. So he had to dash. That's it for Gungo.
Okay, and with that, this creature takes a legendary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it's not. It's going to try something else. Okay, it here we go. Noida, what's your class?
14. No, still 19 because of the shield. It hasn't been my turn.
Okay, it lifts you up in its mouth and then opens its mouth a little bit louder, and you disappear into its mouth.
Okay. All right.
Okay, that's that. Noida, what do you want to do? You're in darkness. You're incapacitated.
Yeah.
You're blinded, and you're deaf.
Right. Object within range.
And you can't breathe.
Okay, firebolt. I don't have to see the creature. It says creature object within range.
Okay.
I assume it's within range.
What
so
spell?
Firebolt.
You just have to target something.
Yeah, the wall.
Oh yeah, sure. No worries. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So that will be with disadvantage because
Yes,
I mean.
still just.
Yeah. Let's go. Oh no. 17?
17?
Wait, 17. Should be 9. I think I rolled with advantage. Sorry,
Where is
9. 9. Should be 9. I clicked the wrong thing.
I can't see anything in the chat.
No?
No.
Why? Try again, disadvantage roll. What now? Oh, I think you deleted me from the map. I'm not in the initiative.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll.
Yeah. Well, in any case, it was 9. I doubt that hits.
Okay. I'll put you back on the map just so that you can see what's going on and we can still see the effects. I'll put you on the GM layer just because you were swallowed. Okay, cool. So there's a bit of a flicker of light, Gungo, but between the gaps in the teeth of this thing, but nothing else. So that's you, Noida.
Yeah, as a bonus action, I don't think I can try anything in there. Yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. So, Eric, I think there was one creature that got destroyed by Felwyn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's one that's still right next to you. All right. So it's going to try and chomp at you.
Can you did you put the spiders on here? Because I can't see them.
No, we just assume there's 2 spiders there
Okay. Where are they?
next to you.
Here. Okay.
Whale, dragon. Okay. Elric, one of these heads, or one of the faces that's right there, tries to chomp down at you. It hits.
It hits?
It hits.
I have a 19 armor class.
And it hit with that 11.
Wow.
And it's going to do 14 damage.
Okay.
And it moves drags you down this way.
No.
And Elric is gone.
Again.
Yes.
Again.
Felon just keep running.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is. Oh no.
Did they have disadvantage on that roll too, by the way?
That one didn't get punched by you. You killed the one that you punched.
Oh no, that's right. It didn't.
Unfortunately.
I tried.
Yeah. Okay, and then Elric, what you see, tries to do something to you, and you hear, Felwyn, you hear lots of chomping and scraping. Well, you don't actually. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to this
because I got earplugs in.
I'm so used to describing everything that everyone sees and hears and feels. Okay. But no. All right, so I think that means we're on to... So that bit you... this one bit you... Where's Ulrich? You've been swallowed.
I've been swallowed?
Noida's been swallowed.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay, this creature, Gungo, with Noida, it goes into the ground and then sort of presses against this white mucus and then sort of burrows down under the ground. It's nowhere near as fast as what it could have done if it just ran away, but it's a way of avoiding free strike.
Oh, okay, right, it's disengaged.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can see there's this line, like a bulge, like a tree root underground, so you can tell in what sort of direction it's gone. If that makes sense. And I think that means we're on to Elric.
Okay. Well, as a free action, I'm going to call for my spiders to follow and help. And then I will get this in. The one, did this one try to bite me? The one to the right of me? And this?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm going to cast... Oh, no. I can cast a cantrip and a spell, leveled spell, right?
Only if you've got a way to cast both spells, bonus actions and things.
Okay, so if my leveled spell is a bonus action, I can still cast it.
You can still cast a cantrip as the other thing, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Bonfire, create Bonfire on this guy.
Okay.
And that's going to be 12 fire damage. He has a 15, a dex save on it.
Dex save.
And it's, I think, savers suck, right?
Yes,
it's
it
not
is.
A half
yeah,
save.
cantrips are usually one or the other, unless you're a...
yeah. So he has to be 15.
I'm just helping you out here with what you see in this room that you're in, but don't yell it out because no one can hear what you say.
Of course.
So bonfire goes off, boom, it gets a save, which it fails, roll your damage.
It's already rolled 12 fire damage.
Okay, and you should see the health bar go down there. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on myself at level 4.
Oh, okay.
So 16 healing.
Nice, okay. Just apply that at your token and your whatnot.
There you go. Live to fight another day.
Yes. And
and then my spiders will rush in and attack if they can.
Okay, they rush in and attack.
I want them to attack the one that's carrying me.
Yeah, no worries.
All
Okay,
So I will
I've done
roll.
that.
Can they reach him? And I'll roll the damage.
Don't worry about it. They'll slow down the combat too much. I'm just applying some average damage. So they come in and chomp it and do a bit of piercing damage to the head that's on you.
Okay.
Felwyn.
Okay, I'm gonna run after Ed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Which one's holding him?
The one that's injured.
Okay. So I actually.
No, this
Can't
one
hunt
is
it.
holding me. This one's injured too, but from bonfire damage. Sorry, I don't want to mitigate.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Felwyn. But you've Elric's up in the air and there's 2 heads on him.
Okay, I am going to punch the one that's damaged.
Okay.
11.
Plus 11 misses. Anything else? You got a second
Punch
strike?
it again.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
11. Thunder damage.
And disadvantage against anyone
And now
other than you.
disadvantage.
Great.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No. That's it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Noida. The neck that is under you emerges up into the air, into the sky, and it bungees even further again and chomps down, doing another 13 damage to you.
Hey, I'm gonna Hellish Rebuke this time.
That's a legendary. Okay, Hellish Rebuke. What happens? It gets a save?
Dex save, yes.
Okay. Which it fails.
Right. So I can do it only second. I can do only second level because it's a ratio feature. The roll. Okay, 16 fire damage.
Okay, you immolate this head that's dared to bite you, and it just bursts and crackles and pops and blisters. The mouth just drops slack and bungees, and it lets go of you. You're dropped prone, so we'll need to do the down on the ground token for you. And the head, it just explodes and then bungees back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Felwyn, you see this snaky line lift up off the ground and come hissing back past you, and you can see the bloody stump at the end, sort of flapping like a tail in the breeze. That was its legendary for. And Gungo, I think it's your turn, yes?
Yep. Okay. So, where's the tunnel that I can't really see? So, where's the tunnel that Noida was dragging?
You can follow a line of blood.
Okay. So.
That's blood, tears, and other liquids.
Yeah.
Bonus action dash. Okay, and come around and see Noida on the ground. 3.
Yes.
He's on prone, is he?
He's prone,
Yep.
huffing and puffing.
In fetal position, sucking his thumb.
Okay. Can Gungo lift him up and stick a healing potion down his guts?
You can use your action if you've still got an action to give him a healing potion.
Yep, he'll do that.
Okay, roll the healing. Anything else you want to do, Gungo?
That's it for his turn.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll roll the healing.
Okay, in that case, we just move back to the creature.
Regular healing potion is like 2d8 plus 2?
2d4 plus...
So
Oh,
5
sorry,
all
yeah.
up. I think I spilled some of it, sorry.
That's okay.
It's those big minotaur hands, like fumbling with the.
3. There we go.
Okay. All right, so there's 2 heads here that can bite. Both of them chomp at you, Elric. One of them will go for Felwyn because it's sort of more afraid of you, I think, Felwyn. And it'll just move around a little bit over the top of you, Elric, in this large chamber. Now you can see this huge mass of flesh in here in this room with many snaky tendrils with heads coming off. There are belongings and bodies all strewn all over the floor, and all over this sort of amorphous sort of white slug type thing, there are little lumps forming. Some of them start to take the shape of faces and then sort of morph back, and they're as if they're trying to press out. Now it's just all it's really doing is moving off the bonfire there, Ulrich. So I'm going to leave it on the bonfire and move it higher, assuming it's a 5-foot thing because it's a large cavern.
Okay.
Okay. First one chomps at you and hits. I'm just going to get ready to...
What does it hit?
Oh, that's going for you, Felwyn, I think. What's your own class?
But what? 20.
It hits you.
Okay.
And that's going to do 12 damage. One on you, Elric.
Takes my hit points.
Natural 20.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
He critted me.
27, Elric.
Still up.
Oh, nice.
And
But I might be swallowed, huh?
yeah, both you and Felwyn get lifted up off the ground, and and you're both grappled at this point.
Okay.
Now, the one that I hit, did that get a... No, because it was my turn again. No, it was... And it doesn't get advantage on me, and it hit me. Yep. Just checking.
Okay, and bonus action. Okay, so one of these heads, one of the stumps, sort of changes shape, and then and it sort of bursts out with a pop, and a head appears. I don't know if I've got any more heads I can use, but I'll just grab one. It'll be the same shape. And it gives birth to a new head. Noida. I think was Noida.
Mm-hmm.
I just hadn't moved it along. So this creature's going. So it's now on you, Elric. What do you want to do?
My turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Guiding bolt is only ranged, right? So
Yes.
I would be at disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ranged save attacks are normal. They just... if it's a roll to hit, then yes. If it's a ranged saving throw, then...
No, guiding bolt's a roll to hit.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be disadvantage.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and throw out a buddy.
Oh, okay.
And what's D8 or D6? Let's see.
D8.
It's D8. All right. See what I get. I got a 7. So that's a 7th one down, I imagine. The brown bear.
It is brown bear.
Okay. So my brown bear is coming in.
Okay.
And I want him to attack the one that's holding me.
Okay. I don't know if it can fit. It can fit there and still bite at the one holding you. Because remember,
Okay.
you and it are occupying the same square because it's biting
he's got 2 attacks. He's gonna bite and claw.
Okay. Oh, natural 20 on the bite.
And the claw is 22.
Yeah, the claw's 20 as well.
Nice.
So it's 30 points of damage.
Nice.
That's pretty good for a bear.
It is. All right, so 2 huge blows from this bear as it goes berserk on your on the head. Doesn't destroy it, but it's well below half, badly injured.
Okay. I'm going to, once again, heal myself with Healing Word, level 4.
Okay.
Oh, another 13. Jeez. Heal. Okay, back up to 21.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so the order is you cast you pull out the bag of buddies, then you do your healing word, and then it would go. So slightly reverse order, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. No problem.
Yeah, I'm out of level 4 slots.
Okay.
And that ends my turn.
Okay, in that case, you finish your turn. Oh, sorry. Okay, and it chomps on you, Elric, for an extra 16 damage. It's a legendary action. And then your bear goes and does the damage that it had done. It matters for things like breaking concentration and so on, but I don't think it's concentration for the bag of buddies. So it doesn't really matter about the order.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What about the spiders?
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the spiders go now.
Yeah.
Let the spiders both attack.
Yeah, roll, don't you?
No, I'm not rolling for the spiders. I'm just applying some damage.
Don't you have to make a concentration check for the spiders spell?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're asking about the concentration. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah.
On save. When I fail, so they pop.
Oh, spiders are gone anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Elric. Legendary. One of the necks starts to. Remember, I said there was one that was sort of healed or severed off. It starts to reform. It looks like it's half back to its normal self, but not this round. Probably next time it might be able to burst out and do something. What I'll do to show that, in case anyone wants to target it, is I'll put another creature here, but I'll put an X on it to show that it's not functional. Okay, where are we? That was Elric Felwyn. Where are you? Oh, you're grappled up the top there?
Yup. I am going to cast Shatter.
Oh, okay.
Well,
where are you casting it?
To put into the chart. I'm going to put it so it hits the big thing and the 2 near me. So sort of here, and it goes in a 10-foot radius.
Coming. Shatter.
The 3 of them need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, okay.
Just assume I put it where it's not going to hit me, but it'll hit those 2 and the big one.
Oh, I see. 2. Okay, so the shadow goes off, hits the 2 heads.
And the big thing.
And the big thing. 10, 15, 20. Boom. So something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature first rolls a d20.
It saves.
It's saved.
Half, so it'll take 8.
Your head fails and Elric's head fails. So what's full damage?
16.
16. Oh. Okay, so yours is barely alive. Elric's is barely alive. The creature, however, hardly registers.
Oh, can I have put cast my bonus action ahead of time on that one? I forgot.
Depends on what the bonus action is.
Hex.
Oh yeah, no problem.
It was on the one that's holding me.
Well, you wouldn't have known which head would save, which head would fail. To put the hex on.
No, but I would have cast hex on the one that was
holding you.
with me
Okay,
anyway.
benefit of the doubt. Where you go? Oh, I should have.
So did that one fail or save?
That one.
It doesn't matter because I hit it anyway, does it?
That one failed. Yep. Okay. So, all right. So the head that's capturing you drops you. You're prone until you get to stand up. So I'll just put the fallen down symbol next to you. But it's just a neck now.
Yeah.
And anything else, Felwyn? You can
that
use
was
movement to stand up if you want.
Oh yeah, I will because I haven't done that.
May as well.
And then I'll move over towards Ed.
Okay. So use half your movement to stand up. Yeah, 10. Okay.
Yeah, because
Right.
I'm not really going far. I'm
No.
just going to place myself
Fair
in
enough.
between here.
Yep. Okay, so that's
Like,
Felwyn.
leave him alone.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Legendary action. The one that's very badly injured. I took the stuff off the wrong guy. 16, wasn't it? For the.
Yeah, that guy.
There we go. Back to normal. Okay, the one that had Elric chomps down on you again. Elric? It's not. Is it still grappling you? I forget now.
Yeah, it hasn't dropped me yet.
Okay, hitting armor class 21. We'll do another 13. Does that send you unconscious?
It does.
Okay. You might need to look up your bag of buddies to see what the bear does.
I think it's still there.
I think it's still there too.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at bag of friends rules here real quick.
Yeah, sure. Just a bag of tricks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll leave you on the board so you can see what's going on. But it bites you and lifts its head up and then gulp and you're swallowed.
Okay.
Felwyn,
But I'm also unconscious. No.
Felwyn, you're there to see that. Gungo.
Okay. Gungo's gonna run past Noida and say, "This is what it will sound like."
Yes.
20 feet. So, can I hear or see which direction it is? Or?
You can see a trail of Ica, the blue line.
Okay. Right.
It says the creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it's reduced to 0 hit points.
Yeah,
It's
no
nothing
worries.
about
It's still there.
the caster.
Okay.
Yeah.
On your initiative,
So-
Elric, just roll for your bear to attack.
I can't see anything there.
You can see a bloody stump bunging its way back.
That's what that dot there is it?
This one here.
No, the dot's my fireball or bonfire, and it's gone. It's gone now.
So, but that's a bloody stump there.
Yes, where the head with a cross on it is. If you follow the line, 10 feet in front of you.
Mm-hmm. And is it like
the head is featureless, destroyed, and very badly burned.
Does it look like it's regrowing or something? Does it?
Slowly, yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. So he'll dash, move past it.
Okay, which you can do, no problem.
And okay, so he can see down there. So what can he see down there? That's
You can see a bear fighting many heads coming off what looks like some sort of aberration of a Hydra.
Can't get in there. Actually, so what he'll do is he will. That was 20. He'll dash as a. Yeah, he can do that. He'll dash as a Oh no, he'll be able to make it there. Okay, yeah, okay. He'll run into there.
Oh, you rush inside, and as soon as you rush in, around the corner, you see this huge hulking mass.
Okay, so I can see a couple of heads here. What's this one here? Is that one there?
That's fully functional.
Fully functional.
Yes.
Hasn't got a hold of anybody or anything like that, or?
No, I don't think so.
All right. He'll just whack the big thing, the center.
Okay, the body.
Here we go.
Go for it. Roll to hit. You can see a health bar there, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah. 20. All right, hits.
So do
Big slash.
just 12 damage.
Okay.
Hit it again.
Okay.
12.
12 misses.
All right. That's it for Gungo.
Okay. Oh, because you bonus action dashed.
Yes.
Okay. One of these heads is going to bite at you, Felwyn. It's a legendary.
Okay.
Hitting.
Yep.
Doing 10 damage. And I'll
Okay.
put the net back on you. Well, not for prone, for... what do I need? I need the net for grappled. And then we move. Who's the next one? Noida.
Alright, I guess I will just follow Gungo. Which tunnel he went?
You can follow the blue line. There's a trail of Ica.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's my movement.
Okay.
There's a corpse here. I guess I will dash.
That's the stump that you flamed.
Okay, I can walk over this.
You can go past it. Yeah.
Oh, here. 5, 6. Oh, okay. Hello.
It's quite a busy chamber.
Yeah, bonus action. I'll quicken spell guiding bolt. I assume that big thingy is a creature. Yeah, I see a health bar.
Yeah.
Is someone grappled or something?
I think Elric is gone. You can see a bulge in the gullet of one of the necks. And also Felwyn is grabbed and lifted up and it's trying to swallow her.
Okay, I will guiding bolt at the one that has a bulge in it.
Okay, that's the one just down from the... that's the one here.
Okay.
No, it's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one that swallowed me. This is the one that has...
Me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go for the one that swallowed Erlich.
Okay. You can go for Mr. Red.
Yeah.
Give them all dots.
We've got some cool points.
Reservoir dogs.
I'll try that third level. Here it goes.
Third level guiding bolt. Natural 20. So roll double dice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's 37.
Okay, okay. So
The head exploded.
the head exploded. Boom! Massive guiding bolt. This is the one that's got Elric, right?
Okay.
Yes.
If I can, I'll just say, "Let go, my druido." And that's it.
Okay. So Elric flops onto the ground as this thing sort of pulses back, and you see Elric unconscious, laying on the ground, half dissolved, half chewed.
Okay, so the usual. All right.
Anything else? Bonus action or movement? Oh, you've done all your movement to get there, I think.
Yeah, that was my bonus action with quicken spell. So that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Right, one of the heads, the one that Mr. Blue bursts back to springs back to life, if you call it that. You can see that one down there. The others are all still sealing over. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the ones that are sort of sealing over sort of pull in like they're pulling in close. But there's 2 that are still functional, and Mr. Pink is going to go for somebody. Now, Felwyn, you're prone on the ground, so I was just going to move there and have a chomp on Gungo.
Didn't it have me grappled?
Yeah, it was grappled.
Oh, you grappled. Ah.
Yeah, I'm grappled. I'm not prone. He can't. He's just holding me there.
Mr. Blue might fight over him.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry to put myself in more danger. But
Yeah. Okay, it hits and does another 10 damage to you, Felwyn.
It hit 20 again?
It hit 20...
Okay.
Where is it? Yeah, it hit 22. I'm trying to not say what it exactly hits in case of shields and things, because you wouldn't know that when you cast your shield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so chomps you down, tries to swallow you, hasn't successfully done that yet. Okay. All right, so we'll move on to who's next. Elric. Or Brown Bear. Death saving throw for Elric.
All right. That's a save.
Oh, happy days. Okay, so one step closer to the not light.
All right, Brown Bear will probably move in and just protect Elric kind of thing, and then attack this one.
Okay.
So I'll roll for that. Bite and claw. Misses both. Well, the 16 hit?
16 hits.
22 bite damage. Piercing damage.
What? Okay, done. Massive blow. This bear's a berserker. Okay, that's Elric. Felwyn.
Felwyn is going to look at the 2 of them next to them and cast Thunderwave out from herself.
Okay, so she can get both of them and the
thing
and the
big guy.
Main mass. Yep. 10 damage. Okay.
Well, they got to roll.
They got a con save. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. One of them threw that one.
Yep. So the main body failed. Mr. Blue, who only just recently regenerated, also failed. But the
One holding
Mr.
me.
Pink saves. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Felwyn?
Then as a bonus action, I am going to press a button on my chest and give myself 8 temporary hit points.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
Everything powers up.
Morphine administered.
Morphine administered. Yep. Little injection there.
Okay. You see one of the heads start to reform. You can see the health bars. This one here. Forget which one that is. Mr. Green, we'll call it. Mr. Green starts to regrow. Gungo, you're right there in the thick of it, fully functional.
Okay.
All your health.
As a bonus action, and make Mr. Pink do a dex save.
Okay. Which it fails.
Dice 6 lightning damage to
Nice.
Mr. Pink. Then going to hit Mr. Pink.
Okay.
23.
23 hits.
14 damage.
Okay. Very badly
Hit him
injured now.
Yeah, hit him again. 10.
10 misses.
Freaking hell. He's done his bonus action. Can he move to here?
Yeah, you can.
Yep, he'll do that.
Okay.
That's him done.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Pink. Mr. Blue opens his mouth and looks like he's singing or wailing or something. And inside your head, you can feel some sort of vibration. And Gungo, Felwyn, and Elric all take 5 damage.
What sort of damage is that?
I'm already unconscious. Do I take more damage?
No, you take a death saving throw, a failed death saving throw.
So I just take a veil?
Yep.
Yep, auto fail.
Or do I need to roll?
Nothing. It's just an automatic fail, so you've got 1 pass, 1 fail now.
Yeah. Thanks.
Everybody else just takes 5.
What sort of damage?
Psychic.
Psychic.
I think that's Noida, your turn.
Alright, the positioning isn't ideal, but I guess I would like to drop my 4th level spell slot for a firewall.
Fireball, did you say?
Firewall. A wall of fire. That's the proper name. Yes, wall of fire.
Okay.
I called firewall because internet.
Because you like Oasis.
Yeah. And I would like to make it like a circle thing around the main bad guy, but also kind of include Mr. Ping. I don't think I can get to Mr. Blue without hitting Gango, so Mr. Ping and and the big body. Possible.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, you can do that. Remember, the Mr. Pink is grappling, so Felwyn's will be in the same square as Mr. Pink.
Oh, they're in the same square. Okay. That's complicated then.
You could just try and get Mr. Green and Mr. Yellow in the wall.
No, sorry. If I can retract that for now.
Okay.
Then. Instead, I will twin spell Guiding Bolt at Mr. Pink and Mr. Blue.
Okay. Roll for Mr. Pink. Nat 20.
Nat 20. I'll do it at per level also. So, Mr.
Big
Pink.
guns.
Here we go.
24 hits.
24. So 19 radiant.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Pink, boom, explodes.
Okay, next attack against him has advantage.
Dropping Felwyn.
He's dead. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
dead.
he's down.
Probably.
So
And
you're no
Mr.
longer
Blue.
grappled, you're now prone, Felwyn.
Okay, and Mr. Blue. 15.
15 hits.
Oh, lovely. 22 radiant.
Oh, you blast that one out too.
Okay. Need to remove my points. 2, 3. Done.
Okay. Reaction. It would wail, but it has no more mouths with which to wail. All right. That's Noida. Is that you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not wailing anymore? It's got no more mouths?
It's got no more mouths.
So this means like the whole town is now freaking out because they can see everything
They
that's
can
going
see everything.
So we do hear wailing just from different directions.
No, you're all deaf.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Okay. Mr. Green looks like he's almost fully healed and ready to, and the mouth is about to cracking back together again. From all the damage it's been doing, it seems to be ingesting some of that flesh, some of that blood or whatever, some of that energy from what it's biting, and the little raised bumps on its sides starting to sort of one of those is ready to burst at some point too. But all it had under it, it does have some claws, and it sort of lifts its hulk up, and this claw comes out. It's got a much smaller reach, but it can't reach you, Noida. But it's going to go for Felwyn. One for Felwyn, one for Gungo. It's 2 claws, yeah. Okay, so Gungo, you get hit for 8 damage.
He has advantage on me.
Slashing.
8 slashing.
Advantage to
I'm
hit
prone.
you. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm prone.
Oh. 5, 19.
As much as I hate to point that out.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
As a present, you can have 10 damage.
Thank you. Thank you, DM. You're so awesome.
All right. Righto. In that case, we move on to Elric. Mr. Death saving throws.
Oh, nice.
2 saves, 1 fail. 1 more of those and you're up. Or you're at least stable. Yeah, but your bear can attack.
The bear's going to run around here and just swipe at this big mass.
Okay.
Let's go.
Now you're like just soccer hooligans surrounding this big mass of sluggy thing, sinking the boot in.
Yeah. 18 to bite and 9 to claw.
The bite hits.
10 piercing.
Okay. Felwyn,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
To your full height.
And then my full height, which is no different from me lying down. It looks the same. I just get on my feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... Oh, that guy's healing. I've got... I'm going to do Thunder Wave forward.
Okay.
Well, can I move forward there?
No, there's this big wall of creature.
Okay, I wasn't sure because there's a body there, so I'm not sure whether any of that thing.
That's just a neck. There's a neck there poking out.
Can I bonus action move my hex over to the big guy?
Yes.
I forgot to do that earlier.
Yes.
So he's hexed, and then I'm going to punch him.
Okay.
I'm just going to start punching this big mass of flesh.
Oh, punch him. Okay. Hex and punch.
Yep.
Rocky, go for it.
So the first one misses.
Oh.
Imagine it's a 9.
Yes.
Imagine that misses.
Misses.
No matter how big that thing is.
Yeah.
I'll try again. Second one is 26.
Oh, hits.
That's 7 thunder damage, and now it has disadvantage.
Okay.
Against everyone but me.
Gunko.
I'm not sure if Gungo's allowed to do this. He's going to look at Noida.
Yeah.
And then look at Elric.
Yeah.
And then look back at Noida.
Okay. Okay, no worries. You can do some nudge, wink, wink looks, and then what?
Yeah.
Does Noida respond?
What's your action?
I'm respond.
Can he respond at all, or is that?
Yeah, he can respond with a gesture. Just don't say anything.
It's gesture's like...
I'll just flash 10 fingers at him.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been healing us with 1 spell consistently.
He's been promising he's promising to go and tickle Elric.
Yeah.
All right. Gungo will hack into the body then.
Okay.
He will do so recklessly.
Okay.
23.
Ooh.
Hits.
So 19, 20, hey, what's that, 20 damage?
Nice. Second attack.
Again. So 25, that'd be a 9 damage.
Okay.
And again. 24, so that'd be
Hits.
11 damage.
All right. Now you're really starting to kick into gear. Gungo.
Yep.
Noida, what do you want to do?
Okay. Drinking a health potion yourself is an action, right?
Yeah, and feeding it to someone else uses your action as well.
All right. So, okay. 1, 2, 3. I'll give heroic regular. healing potion.
Okay.
Delete it. Okay. 2d4 plus 2. 6.
Okay.
6 healing total.
You're back. Conscious, prone, on 6 health.
Okay. So that's action, and I will quicken spell that firewall across the middle. Or maybe like in a circle, because I don't know where the heads are regenerating. So kind of
All over the body, really, but you can just run a wall right through its line, or through it.
yeah. Kind of so that people can still hit it without taking damage themselves, but the rest of it is in the flames.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, wall of fire leaps in, and how much damage does that do?
So first it'll be Dex save, and then 5d8.
Which it fails.
So.
Ooh.
A 19 fire damage for Dex save DC 15.
Okay, takes the full damage.
Okay, so 19.
And that's your turn done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One of these heads bursts to life,
Mr. Green?
Mr. Green, and it goes and chomps down on your bear.
I was going to say he's got a big bear bearing down on him.
It does, yes. It hits the bear and does 16 damage.
Bearing down on him is a great joke as well, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bear's pretty badly injured, down to half.
Okay.
And bonus action, Mr. Pink starts to regenerate. Elric, you're
Okay.
conscious, prone.
Elric's going to 5, 10, 15. Want to get here so he could. Maybe can I move there?
Well, it's not a 10-foot wide passage, but what do you want to do?
I just want to be able to see. Okay, I'm going to cast Moonbeam,
Okay.
level 3, in the middle of the sky. And it doesn't do any immediate damage. It's just on its turn, it needs to make a con save and take damage if it's still in it. So, we drop that in the chat because it's a little bit different.
Yeah, and you just drop it straight over the body, so it can't really move off it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, it drops it right on the body, and when it enters the spell area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and the damage when it starts its turn is 24
Nice.
radiant damage.
Okay, Felwyn, go for it.
If it unless it saves.
Yeah.
So
That's
doesn't
half
this
a save.
count as its first time in it?
No,
No, its
No,
turn
okay.
does.
on its initiative.
And bonus action, I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Oh, I can't. That's 2 spells. Do I have any potions? No, potions are actions. So, any other bonus action? I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna punch it. That is a 18.
Hits.
Oh, my bear gets to go. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. We'll do your bear in a second.
Yep,
And
sure.
then that does 5 damage.
Okay.
And it also is hexed. So that's another
D6.
D6. Which is just an extra 3 on top of that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna punch it again.
Okay.
17
Nice.
with 10 damage.
And the hex. I think the hex is every hit. Not once per round.
1.
Oh,
Makes a difference.
Okay.
something.
That 1 hit point might do all the good.
Okay, the bear.
The bear's going after the head that bit him.
Okay.
14 and 25.
Both hit.
Okay, 18 and 11, so that's 29 damage. piercing and slashing.
Okay.
That's it.
Noida.
Alright. I'll step back a little, just in case. And I guess I'll fireball the head that just came to life.
The green one. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Boom. 19 hits.
19. Okay. It's 9 fire damage.
Okay. The creature goes. Starts its turn in a moonbeam.
And firewall.
Fails. Starts its turn in a firewall. Fails.
24 radiant damage from the moonbeam.
Wow.
And 19 from the firewall.
Oh, toast. Okay.
Man, guys, that's awesome.
And the one head that's still there chomps down on the bear. 2. What's the bear's arm class?
11.
It hits.
Oh!
Oh.
Poor
Doing
bear.
11 damage. The bear's still alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I missed the turn there.
Did you? Where are you?
Yeah.
Gungo?
Yeah, he should
Oh,
be
yeah.
before me.
Yep. Okay. Well, Gungo, we can jump back to you. I think this is bitten. Bonus action. Something is going to grow back. Mr. Pink. It's not grown fully back yet. It looks like the pink one's, close. Another whole round. Gungo.
Okay, so is Mr. Pink still moving around and dodging and everything like that? Or is it still?
You can still aim for it, and you can still do damage to it before it can attack and bite. But so you can stop things from reforming by chopping into them.
Oh, no, I'm just going to go to the body.
Okay.
Recklessly again.
Okay.
Get it done. 15.
15 hits.
So that's 20 damage.
Okay. Temerity does its work. Gungo does its work. Go for it. Second attack.
27.
Hits.
13 damage.
Okay, with that, the mass quivers. The head, Mr. Pink that's about to reform just goes still, and the eyes go wide and looks and just goes slack. Mr. Green just goes shocked for a moment, and then all the heads, poof, 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 poof. It rains necks all over the place, and what was a large, like a jelly mass, sort of flattens out as it relaxes down, looking like a giant slug that just got stepped on.
Oof.
The whispering in your minds stops. The constant sound of white noise, which I was playing without mentioning it whenever the creature was singing, goes, and those dissonant whispers also goes.
Oh.
Hey.
There you go.
Elric will pull his earplugs out.
Okay.
Elric's going to pull his earplugs out just to make sure it stopped.
Okay. There's a snap, crackle, pop as the half of this creature from halfway down is just being slowly toasted by this wall of fire.
Django will pull his earplugs out and then
Yep.
probably still shout, "Is everyone okay?"
Everyone's still yelling.
Elric's a little woozy still, but he's going to go up and pat the bear on his head. It's a good boy.
Okay. Well.
Django will go and pat Noida on the head and say, "Well done."
Yeah.
Good boy.
I think that calls for a prayer.
A
What's
healing
the,
prayer, please.
Yeah. Yes. A healing prayer. I'll do that 4th level.
Okay.
If you got 10 minutes.
Yep.
I guess do whatever. You got 10 minutes.
Move out of so you can hang around the room for 10 minutes.
Can we search around all the belongings and stuff?
You search through the belongings, and there's heaps of belongings of all the creatures that it's been slowly swallowing and consuming, dragging down here. You find things that you recognise, you remember now. The Mace of Disruption, the Necklace of Prayer Beads, the Pearl of Power. No, what was it? The Shield of Lasdragal.
Isabel stuff.
Isabel stuff.
Oh, she's dead. I'm sorry, can't go.
Yeah. As well as many things that belong to townsfolk. So you collect up stuff that you want to. Eventually, these concentration spells die out.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sign of any reforming or healing.
Okay.
And you can make your way slowly out of the chambers.
The bear will have to stay behind.
The bear will have to stay behind. Eventually goes off to its...
Next morning he'll just pop.
Yeah.
Everyone will get 23 points of healing from the
Okay.
prayer.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, and you haul yourselves... I'll just grab everyone's token and we'll move back out.
I'm going to get his spear on the way out. And he'll look down the shaft because it keeps on missing.
Oops.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, you need to adjust the size on those javelins.
Oh.
Okay, and you appear back, come out of the caverns, and back into the docks where you first disappeared, where you first descended. The dragon is there, and you. Oh, my delete's not working. Never mind, doesn't really matter. And coming out onto the streets, everyone around on the docks, that they were just going about their business, completely ignoring, the events, but they all look like in a state of shock. There's this mass. You can hear sounds of hysteria off in the distance and wailing, as some memories come back. You feel like what dies with the creature are sort of those surface perception alterations. But there are some things that have been sort of wiped or dominated or whatnot, and they don't take concentration or anything, and those things are still in place. But it appears as if you've just defeated what these cultists were referring to as the Messiah of Dagon.
Oh.
Oh, okay. And that was on our ship that we stole.
How does the town look? Like, the town was a mess when we saw it, so there's no more snakes in the sky, but imagine there's blood everywhere and
there is.
People...
Yeah, it looks like there's been a war going on, battles in the streets, and everyone's just ignored it.
So the people who are left, what are they doing now?
Well, they look like they're in shock, completely in shock. Some people are in hysterics, and some people are in just stunned into silence or whatnot.
Is that the
we should
same
go
thing?
see the person in charge.
Okay.
Elric's going to review the notes that we found on the cultists.
Yep.
And it said something about a herald and then the Messiah. Are they two separate things?
Yeah, they sound like two separate things.
Yeah, the herald came first, and then the Messiah, it was paving the way for the Messiah.
Yes. And the herald has some influence over the Messiah, and you had gathered that the herald was referred to the being that was transported by the pirate. In other words, probably what was inside that potion.
Okay.
So, are there like holes in the ground in the buildings where the heads pulled people down?
Yeah, there's quite a few of these tunnels, probably 20 or 30 of them easily.
All right, so it's the same as in that coastal town.
Yep.
We got hit by tsunami. Got it.
The coastal town, I guess, Burlington Hole got completely cleaned out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this
luckily
town was...
we saved this town.
That's right.
For now. There's still a bigger creature coming that's
Right.
expecting these towns to be empty. So we need to be prepared.
Felwyn?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. No, the voice. Felwyn? How are your memories of Morwen and your childhood together? Are they still there?
Oh, what are my memories of Morwen and our childhood together? Like, because that was still here. There was still a house. Like,
yes.
So what's going on with that?
So it's confused. It looks like your memory has been tampered with, and there's this sort of mashup. If you think of Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, she had her dream, and the people and creatures that she met along the way, those faces were the faces of other people from another reality that she knew of. And remember when she woke up, she said, I saw you, and you were there, and you were there. Well, that's what it looks like, the reality of Morwen having grown up here and somehow being a friend of yours from travelling up and down the coast between the two, have been overlaid with one another.
Okay, so we were never friends. She grew up here. We just thought we were.
Well, you were friends. You did know each other, but you didn't actually grow up with...
But we just knew each other.
Yes.
What about her parents in that other town?
Yeah, well,
so we're still alive.
You don't know yet, because remember when you did go to that town and you met the stepfather or the
adoptive father, yeah.
The adoptive father. He recognised Morwen, which is weird. You know, you wouldn't have two realities, and so you don't know until you go back there, I guess.
I guess we need to go back, yeah. But we should probably let Morwen in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also get the rage of going back there because that's where the Herald was unleashed.
Yes. By me.
So, yeah. Oh, no, like...
Noted in the journal. Now Kronos looks down at you and says, Morwen, I will fly you south to Burlington Hold and to Duffer's Wall to investigate your family. If the others here are sailing north to warn the Duke of the Black Armada, and we will easily catch them up.
All right.
And so Chrono drops a wing, and Morwen sort of climbs up on top and has her bow out ready, and not an arrow notched, but just her bow in hand. And Chrono sort of rears up in two wings and then hunches and then flaps once, and woof, and you see Morwen go flying off on the back of a dragon to the south.
Okay. So, what we're doing now, I think we should speak to some authorities.
Yeah, we need to go speak to authorities, and Felwyn's like kind of rattled because it's what she thought she grew up with isn't what she knows, and right now she's kind of...
What does Elric remember about releasing the Herald now?
He doesn't. It's the same memory that you have that we described.
Okay, so he just woke up dumping it.
Yes.
Yeah, under the influence of that shield. Where is that shield now?
That shield is with you. You got the shield, the mace, and I forget the other stuff.
Prayer beads.
Necklace of prayer beads, yeah. I
don't know, but I have a feeling that we probably shouldn't leave that could bring that shield with us, or at least not uncovered.
We should bring all
That-
Gungo's sister stuff with us. It's
Yeah.
Gungo's sister.
The shield we found, and it had that eye in it, and that's how it found
That's
us.
the shield that she had as well. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
there
Well,
won't
at
be-
least let's keep it covered.
Yeah. Put it back in the
And,
sacks that we thought we had it in.
I don't know. Perhaps we should leave the shield facing the defeated body of the Messiah, so that whatever is watching can see what we are capable of.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like that idea. Kind of like Aragorn in Lord of the Rings grabbing the Palantir and saying, "This is what you're up against.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you."
But by the way, Gango, how do you feel? How your sister we all didn't know was with us?
Yeah, that was a bit weird. And the fact that I wasn't always a Minotaur is a bit strange.
You're actually not too sure about that. Reading the cleric's writings, they talk in what do you call it? Metaphor.
Oh.
And so you're not too sure of whether he says he turned into a beast or whether it was actually human to Minotaur or personality change or whatnot.
Elric will probably review that with Noida, and we'll probably be like, we're not at a consensus here if that's what's really happened. It's open to interpretation.
It could be the same as a Morwen Felwyn situation where your sister wasn't your sister. She just remembers you as her brother that was eaten earlier.
Yeah. Maybe her memory of you transferring to a beast was not just a memory, and maybe it's metaphorical too.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you remember your sister?
I had 6 sisters, but I don't remember her being one of them because she was like human.
All your sisters are minotaurs.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
And there's no contradiction in your memories about your family.
Well, now is there? Now the whispers are gone, and there's going to go. What is it?
Okay, I suppose we should go find somebody in charge. If
So-
there's anybody left.
Go and say, yes, the Lord's still there, and of course the Lord's memories have returned as well, and the Lord has already recalled all of the other bureaucrats and leaders within the town. There still are. There always was leadership of some sort. It's just they were slowly diminishing. And
Does he know what happened to the militia?
No, he doesn't. He says yes, definitely. We had many battles with these heads that seem to just erupt from the ground. They can burrow. They don't need tunnels, and they would just come up from the ground and grab people. And we had many battles with them. And he saw many of his militia just grabbed, swallowed whole, and pulled down one by one, with little that they could do. And they tried to organise, to form forces, to reinforce and pull everyone together. And they would find themselves pulled together. And then, while there was no fighting going on, they would forget why they were there and sort of then drift off and get bored and go and do their regular day jobs.
So was there ever war in the East? Because
that's a bit weird. The people have been talking about war in the East. That he says, "Oh yeah, that's his recollection," but there's no records of such at all.
All right.
And when he looks back beyond a couple of months, there's no talk of any threat from the East at all.
Okay.
So the blurb when I opened the campaign was a plant getting ready for this session.
Nice build up. Okay. So ask the leaders, is there anything that we can do to help you now?
It sounds like, from what you say, you need to make most haste to get to Xanathia. But if they're for the healers amongst you, if there's anything you can do to ease the suffering or counsel people as best you can over the next couple of days, maybe, or day, if there's magics you can do, then that would be well received.
Elric would at least be there for counseling and
Yep.
that kind of thing. He'd do that.
Okay.
And any
If
healing,
Mhm.
he's got a high medicine check too, so he could definitely lend his aid as a healer.
Okay. Well, medicine's also partly for psychotherapy.
Oh.
But you can also, with religion, do a persuasion. So do a persuasion roll with proficiency religion if you're trying to give a, religious counselling to someone who might be, or if you just want to be a more, shoulder or head someone to talk to, then you can use charisma.
Okay. I would do that and stick around the town a little bit and help. How's the land around the town? Has it been destroyed as far as the plant growth?
Not plant growth, but there's no apex predators, and there were bones of bears and wolves and foxes even in the lair of the beast.
Okay.
But if you want to try and know more or learn more, there's Ramazaith as well in the town of Xanathia, the city.
And do we get a crew together for our ship before we?
Yes. Yep. You've got a crew for the ship.
We have.
Did Johnny survive?
Hey, Johnny Scarpa survived. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Is Johnny real?
Yeah.
I'm
Johnny's-
questioning everything.
Yeah.
So I take it we can stay here a day at least and get our crew together and help the town a little bit and take a long rest.
Yeah, we should long rest. Get long rest on the ship in case it's of importance. We need to warn the other towns. And since we don't have time to help and spread the word, I'll try to commandeer some print house and have them copy the pamphlet in the Church of the Prophet and have it distributed.
Yes.
Get
In your
Kronos.
time of need.
Get
Yes.
Kronos to fly over the top of the town, dropping pamphlets everywhere.
Yes.
Okay. So you spend a day doing that. About a day later, you Morwen and Chrono arrive back, and Morwen reveals that her stepfather is not her stepfather. He knew her, and this was the place where she lodged, and boarded on times when because he had a place with a room for rent if ever she stayed in Dupper's Wall.
Okay.
So she
friend
had,
of the family.
She had somehow mentally projected, a life not lived with this person, but most of the events seem to have actually happened, but with her other family, and she just projected it onto someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Or more.
All right.
And Chrono, what's Chrono's plan now?
Chrono is keen to come with you to Xanathia.
Okay.
Great.
Because we're just wondering whether Chrono, you might want to fly out east and see if there is actually a war there. If you've got time.
Yeah, maybe given a bit more time, but if there's only a matter of days before this fleet arrives,
All right.
Because when they say War of the East, they're talking about on the other side of the continent, of the
And,
region.
right.
All right.
And Corton already did his investigation, and he said that there's nothing of sort happening.
Well, that's what the authorities had said when he received missives from cities to the north.
Yeah, so the start, the government here, the consulars said also there were no evidence, and all the militia gathering was by the heads.
Yep.
And yeah.
Now I'm looking at Mace of Disruption. I can't see. I think that might be an older version. I'm thinking of Second Ed or something, because I thought it was a priest weapon, but it's not necessarily a priest weapon. I think anyone can use it.
Yeah, it deals like extra damage to undead, I think.
Yeah, if you hit a fiend or undead with it, it takes an extra 2d6 radiant. And if it's got 25 hit points or fewer, has to save or just be completely destroyed.
Nice.
If they pass their save, they're frightened until the next turn. So good for beating up.
Actually,
Very good.
if nobody minds, I'm proficient with maces, and I could take that.
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And while you hold this weapon, so that you can't turn it off, it shields light. It sheds light.
Right.
Okay.
And oh, sorry. One other thing I wanted to do. So I assume we found also personal belongings of Isabella somewhere down there.
Yes.
I take it we've got a long rest in all this too.
Yes, you're all back to full health.
Yeah. So I don't know. I would hold like a small ceremony for the person we did not remember but saved our lives multiple times.
Yeah.
And buried it like a pendant or something symbolic, because I doubt we can distinguish the bones from the pile. And
I'd like to purchase some more potions of healing if there are some places to do that in this town.
Okay. There's. I'll check on that, but in between turns, in between sessions, between now and next fortnight, we can do a. You can do a shopping trip of some sort.
Yeah, I think Gungo.
Either that, or I can
the
craft
shop
my
keep
own.
just be dead so we can clear out the shop?
Yeah.
Load up!
Can we be that lucky?
Let's pillage.
Pillage.
Okay.
because of prayer beats.
Yep. So I'm just checking that as well. Let's see. 8, 3, 2. Okay, second level cure wounds or lesser restoration.
Okay.
Bless. 8, 3, 2, 4. Oh, so 3 blesses and a cure.
3 blesses and 1 cure wounds.
Yep.
I think that'll have to go to you as well, Elric. I don't think anyone else will be able to use that, will they?
Okay. Are these scrolls you said?
These are necklace of
Necklace.
prayer beads, so you can cast those once a day without using any spell slots.
Those usually aren't spells that I have, so
No,
yeah,
druid. Yeah, so anyone can cast them who can use the necklace. Cleric, druid, paladin.
Noida, would you want these or?
I'm neither of the 3. I'm a sorcerer.
What was that?
Sorcerer.
I'm a sorcerer. I cannot use them.
Okay. All right, I will take them.
And is the shield being left in the lair?
I mean, I should just,
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if you
think
guys.
so.
No.
It seems
No.
cursed.
Wrap it up in leather, put it in a sack, tie it up, and then put that in another sack.
Okay.
Tie that one up too.
Okay.
As
So
an
it's
option,
we leave it there, and then Gungo stays behind, and then he wraps it up and puts it in his sack.
compromise.
Okay. All right. Well, it's just gone past 12.
Tim, that was good.
Sorry.
That was good.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Very hard to DM. Trying to describe events as you remember them,
But not remember them.
and describe things that were happening as they went along in prior sessions, as you would remember them now, not as they actually happened then. So all through for the last few months, I've been saying, oh, okay, the hag gives you all a potion each, so you get 7 potions. And on that day, there was only 6 of you.
Yeah.
And
Holy
whenever
crap,
and I even so much as went into your journal after you updated it, and when there was all the treasure, and you divided it by 6, I divided it by 7 and changed the values.
Okay.
I think Chris, you realised from reading back that there was a typo.
All the way back.
Council of 5, Council of 3.
Yeah. No, that was who was it?
Binius, maybe.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah. And I did that the last time you were in Dragon's Roost when you visited the Council of Three. But it wasn't a typo. I was just reflecting, but no one said, "Oh, 3, isn't there 5? Hang on, let's investigate." That would have sort of kicked off that.
The whole thing that we just did.
Yeah, trying to sort out what's going on.
Yeah, I think one thing I noticed was when we were back in the islands, and there was some description of an abundant town in the hand of Horton.
Yes.
And yeah, we haven't went there yet, and that was confusing part.
Yeah. Yeah, so Cortan before on a sailing, because you, Gunko, you, Cortan, and your sister had travelled from further south, gone through Burlington Hold, said, "Oh, we went to the bustling town of Burlington Hold, saw this, that, and the other, much depleted," I think the journal said, and the 3 of us set sail, you know, and that was one of the earlier recollections that there was a third person.
Which we always thought was strange. But
yeah. All right. So over a long rest, everyone will go up to 9th level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can sort through some treasures. I think the town will be wanting to reclaim and give back things to loved ones and whatever, to the deceased estates and whatnot. But no doubt there'll be plenty of stuff that either there's no one there to claim it or no one left. And, you know, as a fitting reward, you guys will have some stuff that you can set sail with full coffers.
One more question. Last time we were in this town, there was a whole frigate full of paladins, I think, arrived. Is it still around?
A frigate full of what, sorry?
A paladin's ship, like from one of the knightly orders or something like that.
Yes, so they had come down or been sent to kick off the investigation of the falling star. And you guys were eventually tasked with that mission to sail out and see the Jarl, which you did. And so they're no longer in port. They've sailed back north.
Okay.
And Cortan is north as well. Oh no, he's here, isn't he? You spoke to him last week.
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah, he told us all about the missives.
Yep, that's right. So he'll be sailing with you guys.
Cool.
Okay, let's call it here, and we'll pick up in a fortnight, sailing north to Zenithia, to the Duke.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the Black Armada.
I wonder what kind of disaster and calamity we'll bring with us this time.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll call it here, and thanks very much, and see you all in a fortnight.
Thank you.
See you guys.
It was amazing. See you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye, guys.